classes when we're not interviewing.
Hello, welcome to the Ride the Wave Show. I'm your host, Clay Archer, on this beautiful Tuesday evening. We got Tony Tone blocking out the shade over there, and my best friend, Adam B-Dubs, right over here with some sugar wafers.
Vanilla sugar wafers.
Okay, so when you go sugar wafers, vanilla, chocolate, or strawberry? Which one are you normally going with?
It's gonna be vanilla, but the OGs are vanilla and strawberry.
Yeah, when I think of them, because I got those like little ones the other day.
There was a variety pack. They also came with lemon. That was another OG.
Yeah, lemon's just not good though.
I hate lemon
You
anything.
call it OG because it's original. I agree with you there.
Yeah.
Not good though.
No, yeah, it's OG trash cans.
Yeah, OG trash cans. Now when I think of my original though, I do think of those pink ones because my grandma always had those
Strawberries,
laying
yeah.
around the house. Yeah. Tony, what about you?
Pink.
Pink.
We got variety packs, so like we always had
Yeah.
like I said, we would always the lemon would sit there until they went bad, and we would throw them away, and then we'd finally get
It's
them.
kind of like whenever you get the flavor
I
ice.
ate them all. Like I didn't think any of them really bad. Like
You just know I'm gonna eat those last.
Yeah.
I don't like the lemons, and then it would be a standoff between me and my brother. But I'm not gonna eat those.
It's kind of weird though. Would you think you'd want to eat the bad ones first? So
no,
that you
because
end on a
you want
good
them
note?
fresh, especially with
Yeah.
wafers. You want them fresh
That's
as possible.
true.
Well,
That's
for
true.
us, he'd just be eating the strawberry ones, and I would be eating the vanilla ones. Really, that could be how.
See, it's kind of like those flavor ice popsicles. The orange and the purple are the last ones to go. Still love them, but I just eat them last because they're not my favorite.
For me, it goes pink and then purple. Like I'm getting.
Oh,
Pink.
you don't like pink?
No. I'm getting the pink.
Oh, I'm talking about orange and purple are always the last two left in my fridge.
Well, I'm always going for the purple. I'll get,
makes sense.
Like, I think it'll be like pink, and then
Yeah.
like the
So,
purple and the blues.
if you're going and you're ripping off two, right? You're only going to take two. What two flavors are you going with when it comes to those popsicles?
pink,
Pink. Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
pink grape if I had to.
Yeah.
I would go like because it's a combo. I would go blue and red just because I think it would be just like it's the nice offset.
So that was
America.
Yeah.
That was the first one I thought of was blue and red. Then the more I thought about it, I think I would normally probably go with blue and pink, or not blue and green. But the blue and pink slips in there. But the green.
I
Hot
want to
take
change
would be a
mine.
green and orange
I'll go
color.
if it's not pink. It'll be pink and red. Forgot about red. Red over blue all day long.
Red is. I
It
think
feels like it has the most flavor. Like cherry
Or-
has that
orange
most,
is
like
bottom of the list.
Yeah,
orange.
I think we can
It's-
all
it's-
agree
it's
that orange
like-
is the last one.
it is the worst.
I don't like oranges. I don't like really lemons, but you put them together, give me ski pop. I love that. But
Yeah,
individually,
that's so, I was about to say you were just describing a ski pop. I think you said ski pop.
individually. Like, I guess maybe I'll
Dude,
try two of them together. and it might
Story
be
of
frozen
ski pops though is like I hated ski and never drank it. And when I met this guy, he was like down my throat. Gotta drink ski. Gotta drink ski. Gotta drink ski. I'm like, I'm not doing it at this point because I feel like this is a cult over here. So then I was working for the city, and they had a vending machine, and it had ski in it, and it was the cheapest one. Like
It
all
was
the
the
other,
last true dollar ski pop machine.
it was all the other pops.
staple.
I
Like,
was out here
County.
doing the Lord's work.
That's a staple. A staple of Vinton County is the ski pop machines. When they went from $1 to $1.25, everything else is like $1.75. Oh, there was an outrage.
well, this one it was in the Parks and Recs like break room. All the other pops were like $1.25, and these ones were 50 cents. And I was like, how do I not get two pops instead of the one? So I was like, yeah, all right. Adam keeps telling me how good this
Do
is.
you like Code Red
No.
Mountain Dew? Well, see, people usually like Code Red Mountain Dew. They like Code Red Ski, and there's a ski pop machine in the forbidden place. It's just barely into it. It's right outside the gym bottling plant.
Yeah.
And it's got the best whiskey.
No, so I get that, and I'm eating. What were those chips I was eating? The like TGI Friday like potato skin chips. I'm eating those. I take one drink of this ski, dude, and I mean it's like crisp cold, and I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, ever since then, I mean,
if you
fridge
partake
full
in
of
certain
ski,
extracurricular activities, then
Yeah.
it is the best thirst quenching drink.
It is. And then, whenever you get to be the age of 21, you can mix that with a lot of great things and make a lot of great drinks. So yeah. Now, Tony, is there a pop that you kind of banned and then you took one drink or like that? Because mine, the first pop I ever was like, fuck that, I'm not drinking it, was root beer. Took a drink, still don't like root beer.
You guys ever mess with birch beer? Do you guys know what that is?
Is it like the gray cans?
It's like a red root beer pretty much, and it tastes a little bit different, but it was kind of big around me. But I always liked it.
You ever try Frost Tops? Frost
I
Tops
thought-
is my favorite root beer.
I always thought that root beer kind of tasted like cream soda.
I think, I guess mine would be Diet Coke. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like I hated it my entire life. Like
Yeah.
my stepmom used to drink it. All of a sudden, I had one that was enhanced with a little party enhancer.
Yeah.
Some Captain Morgans, and I was like, it's kind of good.
I
And
used
it's like, don't get me wrong, I'm
what's
not gonna go get a Diet
what's a
Coke. I'm
drink
not
from
gonna
Philly
purchase
that
one,
you
but
just
it's like
missed?
before I wouldn't even drink it. Now I will.
Yeah, what's a drink from Philly that you haven't had? That you just missed?
It's more like beers, and it's a beer called Mad Elf, but it's actually trickled out here recently.
Okay.
But it's like an 8.9%,
Now-
but it's brewed with cherries, and it's like a thick wheat. It's
Oh,
nice.
okay.
When I was a kid, I think Pepsi, they had like a gold can. I think it was like sugar-free.
No, it's caffeine free.
Caffeine-free. And I used to drink that all the time just because I thought the can looked cool.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it tasted
That's
good.
why I drank Miller
Coca-Cola's
Genuine
caffeine free
Draft as
was
well.
all gold, but Pepsi's was like a regular Pepsi can with a gold top.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Have you ever opened a 30-rack of Miller Genuine Draft, and then when you
Yes.
open it with those gold cans, it screams at you. It's just
Yeah.
like, oh! It really is.
It's like Heaven's
It
Gates
just
coming
sets
up.
the mood.
It reminds me a lot of the beer they drink on Blue Mountain State.
Yeah. All I hear is the national anthem, and I'm just going to town.
Score. The bald eagle scoring in the.
Yeah, you guys are talking about bald eagles. I got a bald eagle story.
Okay.
I killed one with my car.
What the hell, Tony? You can go to prison for this.
No, I turned myself in immediately. Are you kidding me? You know I am one of the
What?
most patriotic.
I know. That's what I'm saying. What'd you do?
I was devastated. So
What happened?
Get this. Babysitter cancels. Cause like she's sick or something. I have
Wait, you just killed a fucking
No,
bald
it's
eagle?
when I had my job interview.
Oh, okay.
So it was
Babysitter
when I was
cancels and
going
you
to
got
get my
so mad and
going to
killed
my
a
job
bald
interview
eagle.
with Dina. So I had to drive all the way out to Greenfield because like this woman, my wife's friend said he would watch me either way. So I'm rushing back and I'm like sitting there and I'm flying down 35 and I look over and I'm like, that bird's huge. Oh, that's like a bald eagle. It literally goes, "Nyeh, nyeh." It just when I tell you it was 6 inches off the ground, it was just like. Boom!
Oh my God.
No. That
Dude,
bird
I
committed
pull over to the
suicide.
side of the road. I immediately am Googling, like, Park Service Ranger. Like, I call him, and I'm like, dude,
I'm going to prison.
I just killed a bald eagle. And he was like, where's it at? Da, da, da. And he was like, if you touch a feather on that
Why?
bird, it's a felony.
Yeah.
Because he said people were, like, purposely hit him so that they can get their feathers and, like, mount them and stuff like that. And I was like, dude, I didn't touch it. I was like, I'm more worried if there was, like, a mom. It's a mom, and I just killed half the population outside of Greenfield.
And now I'm going to go home, and I'm going to wake up, and there's going to be 100 bald eagles out
He
front.
did tell me that there's a lot more nowadays compared to like the 80s and stuff because they were protected. So like he's like chill the
That's
hell
what-
out. But
I
was
just
like,
imagine
no.
that call goes, why? Why did you kill
What
him?
did he do to you,
No,
man?
but
Dude, and
Wait,
it did like
that-
$1,200.
that bird,
dude, they're
he
so
was sad.
big. It did $1,200 of damage to my car. Like I had to get the whole front end. Like
That
redone.
bird was sad. Maybe there was.
I feel like we
maybe,
were just talking about bald eagles like last week and how they're not that rare around here. And then, was that you, Derek? And then I was like, bald eagles aren't that rare. And I think it was you looking at me like, they're endangered. I was like,
They're
oh.
coming back.
I think they're protected now.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah, they're
the-
coming
Well, I mean,
back.
dude, they're the goats of birds, and I mean they're the
They're the goats of the
Flag
birds.
and
the goats. Name a better bird or eagle than a bald eagle.
Those bald eagles, dog.
Dog. That'd be the doggest of all birds, if I had to say so myself.
I
But
agree.
if we're talking about a straight dog on the diamond, a guy that has a batting average of 458, second in the league with 18 RBIs, which is third in the league, and he will run your ass over on the football field, the one and only DJ Crocker.
Guys,
How's it going, my man?
Good, man. How you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing good. Derek, can you turn him up a little bit? My ear thinks. So DJ, I wanted to start off here. So you're second in batting average. You're third in RBIs. You're all over the ball whenever you're going up to hit. What's your approach whenever you're going up to hit? So like I was the 7-hole hitter, sometimes 8, and I was going up. I'm like, man, these pitchers are going to think I suck. I'm getting a fastball down the middle every time. I'm swinging first pitch. So I'm wondering, is that something that you're thinking? Obviously, you don't suck, but you're thinking like, hey, I'm going to get this first pitch and rip it? Or what's your approach when you're going up there to hit?
So usually my first 2 pitches are my G-hack swings. So the first 2, I'm trying to put the ball 450 feet.
Hell yeah.
And curveball, fastball, doesn't matter. Now, once we get to 2 strikes, then we're 2-strike approach, and we're just trying to put the ball in play.
Right. Now, I love how you said that you're swinging for the fences. I mean, because whenever I would do it, I'm not going to lie, I had 2 batting stances. When I was swinging for the fences, I'd go up there and I'd be like David Ortiz with a little bat swing. And if I was ready to just get a hit, I'd be like Ken Griffey. I don't know why I like that. Do you kind of change your stance or your approach whenever you're doing that? Or is it just you're a little bit more focused in whenever you're going?
Yeah, on my first 2 strikes, I'm a little more narrow and more upright. And then once we get to 2 strikes, like to flatten my bat out and really start to get down and scoot up closer towards the plate.
You get a little do you do a choke up with 2 strikes? Because I know some people do a choke up the entire at bat. I've never been a big fan of that, but
I choke up on 2 strikes.
Makes
but
sense.
The other 2, I'm not choked up on.
Now you guys are sitting 9-3 in the league, 13-5 overall. I know you guys, you were on a roll last year. You had your season cut a little bit shorter than you like. What's the feeling like in the dugout? How are you guys feeling about yourself so far in the season, especially with the tournament draw coming up here soon?
Oh, we're excited. We're confidence is through the roof right now. Big games coming up this week. We're finishing up Yin Yoda on Friday.
Always a big time game.
Yep. And then we also got Courthouse Thursday. So
okay,
big
now
schools,
Courthouse was pretty good last year. So you guys got a couple of big tests coming up here soon.
Yeah, big schools, but we're ready for them.
Hell yeah! Now I want to say because Huntington, I like that you said big school because Huntington, is a smaller school, kind of like Paint Valley and stuff like that. But when you look at the history of Huntington baseball, and especially you guys in the last few years, I mean, you guys have always been really dialed in. Is that something that you guys kind of talk about at like, hey, like baseball is kind of our thing at Huntington, or you guys just go out there and be like, hey, man, I don't care about the future, I don't care about the past, I don't care about being good right now?
No, we were actually talking about that the other day, me and my buddy Braylon. We were kind of hypothesizing that I think why we're so good usually is because not a whole lot of guys will go out and play travel ball during the junior high years, and will play like for the Huntington like club baseball team.
Got it.
And so that way everybody's more connected per se.
You get that more of a family aspect out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. Now, you play football. We talked about it. You're used to running over people, but baseball is literally night and day difference. It's so much slower. It's a little bit more calm until about the middle of the game or those bigger games. How's your approach to the game different in baseball rather than in football when you're literally trying to rip someone's head off?
Baseball, this is one of my big things that I struggle with in baseball is you cannot play baseball mad. You can't play baseball angry because then once you start getting in your own head angry, it's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. Whereas football, when you play angry, you usually play better.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense because when you're angry at football, that kind of helps whenever another person's trying to kill you. Now you're a catcher, right?
Yeah.
You got that. I've heard that you have a cannon on you. How many people have you caught stealing this year?
Not a whole lot. I haven't had a whole lot of opportunities, and then every time I try to go throw someone out, it's always a curveball in the dirt.
Yeah, it's like he's like, I got this one coming. Damn it!
Oh man.
Now, hey, how's your spring's getting out here, man? I know you're doing a lot of baseball and stuff. You doing anything other than baseball? You going fishing? You going kayaking? Anything like that?
I like fishing a lot. Me and one of my buddies, we were just talking about going fishing maybe this weekend. I like bass fishing.
Yeah, bass fishing is the way to
Largemouth
go.
bass
That was always my go-to. Was
That-
bass fishing. What's the biggest
Yeah,
bass you caught?
that's what I like. Huh?
What's the biggest bass you caught?
My biggest bass was about 5.5 pounds.
Oh hell yeah! Are you a smallmouth
Yeah.
or a largemouth kind of guy?
I like largemouth fishing. We don't have a whole lot of creeks around our house or like rivers or stuff where I could really catch a whole lot of smallmouth, but I might just suck at smallmouth fishing.
I've caught a few. The biggest smallmouth I caught was about a 3-pounder, but it was more fight than the biggest bass I caught. But
Oh yeah, the smallmouth fight a lot harder than largemouth, which is a lot more fun.
Now, I want to ask you, DJ. I mean, we're looking back at your games here. You just beat Piketon 13-1. You beat Pay Valley 7-1. I mean, I even hate to say it out there, but you guys, and then you beat Piketon 7-2 again last week. Like, you guys aren't just being amazing on offense. I mean, you guys are really shutting people down on defense. Now, we haven't been able to get out to a lot of games this year, so I want to ask you. Is that more of dominant pitching? Is it dominant, infield, outfield play? Or is it just a great mix of both? Because you guys seem to have both sides of the ball figured out.
I would say it's not as much so pitching as it is our defense just being very solid. Our outfielders are, I'd argue, probably the best outfield in, at the SVC because there's been a plethora of balls that I see hit, and I'm like, yeah, it's a double. And then Mitchell Willis will be out there fully extended grabbing the ball, and I'm like, nice.
Hell yeah.
That's our outfield is what I really think is our strong point.
That's I mean, playing outfield myself, it's like you don't get a whole lot of opportunities. So when you get an opportunity, you better deliver. That's why it was my favorite. I was like, man, I can just be lazy one time a game.
I sucked at hitting, dude.
Yeah.
I literally used to teach younger kids how to swing. I worked at a little batting academy, and it was really nice. My swing was beautiful. I just couldn't make contact, dude. I was trash. At the end of the game, if it was 2 outs, bases loaded, they go up. They're like, "Damn, man!" They start packing their stuff because they knew I was done.
Dude, so Shoes told me one time we had a basketball camp, and he was like, "Hey, I want you in charge of the shooting station." I was like, "Coach, I suck at shooting. You don't even let me shoot." He goes, "Yeah, the guys that are bad at it should be able to teach it because you've been taught it so much." That's what you have to do. I was like, "Dude, what the hell is that?" Now, DJ, you obviously don't suck at anything, but if you had to pick one of your favorites, hitting or playing the field, which one would you say is your favorite to do?
I love hitting.
Yeah.
There's no better feeling than just absolutely barreling a ball and watching it.
And the sound of it
wild?
cracking off a bat, insane.
Oh.
I say it's that or the pitch smacking the glove.
The glove.
for being a best baseball sound. But what do you like better,
that's
hitting
a good
dingers or
feeling.
scoring touchdowns?
Oh man, that's a tough one because I'm gonna say home runs.
I feel
Home
like
runs
that's
are a
more
lot
impressive. That would be
Yeah.
me. Hit a dinger. That's just
Now I saw you got
Especially-
a home run this year. How long was it? How many feet?
It didn't go that far over, but it got out in a hurry.
it don't matter. It got out,
Yeah,
baby.
I heard it was 505 feet. I don't know what you guys heard, but that's just what I heard.
Home run derby style. Now
That
I
was
saw
Matt.
that you're
I think
getting
it just
some.
bounced off the moon, and that's
you've been
why it was
looking
so
around
close
for college football and getting some opportunities, stuff like that. Now, excuse me if you already have, but have we signed anywhere? Are we going anywhere after high school, or what are we thinking?
Well, actually, I did just sign today.
Who did you just
At,
sign
uh,
with?
Ohio Christian for.
Let's go! Let's go, baby! Ohio Christians, get it on strong out here! Let's go!
extra.
Hell
read
yeah.
all about it.
extra, read all about Ohio Christians about to get some people ran up. Now, are you excited to go play some football? What made you decide Ohio Christian, man?
Well, for me, it was just how close it was to home and the cost of it.
Hell
It's
Smart choices, man.
He's
For
ready
me to
make
drive
people
to
see
my
some
house.
Jesus.
Yeah. For me to drive from my house to Ohio Christian is about the same drive it is from me to go to school from my house.
Oh, nice. So then, yeah, family can go see it and everything. Well, we're happy because
Dude,
now
I'm
we
telling
can
you,
still
gotta
go see
keep
you.
cost in now. When you think about it now, you don't pay for it later. Trust me.
Yeah, get a Honda. All right, hey,
Do
so
you model your game after anybody in the majors, or I should say, is there anybody you look up to even?
I've always liked Ken Griffey Jr.
hell yeah.
Ken Griffey Jr. has always been my guy.
Hell yeah. Now, is there a catcher that you've always kind of either liked or thought that you were pretty similar to?
None that I'm really similar to. I've always liked Johnny Bench. just because he's a Cincinnati guy.
Yeah.
Catch.
That
Oh, yeah.
picture of him holding like 8 baseballs in one hand is nuts.
Oh,
You ever
it's
see that?
like-
Yeah, dude,
it's literally
hands are
nuts.
fast.
Now, are you a Reds fan?
If I had to say, I'd say I'm more of a Guardians guy.
Hell yeah. We still call them the Indians over here, brother. All right, now, hey, we got a few non-sports questions before you get out of here, all right? So we're
Let's
going to
see
be
it.
drafting our favorite Saturday morning cartoons here later. What's your top 3 favorite Saturday morning cartoons?
Saturday.
It could be any card.
Yeah, any
terms of
cartoons. If you wake up
cartoons.
Saturday morning, you can pick your top 3 to be on. What are you watching?
Oh man,
I know it's a hard one.
SpongeBob was always one as a kid.
There we go.
I loved. You guys ever see Regular Show?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Loved Regular Show. Loved Regular Show. Oh man, I don't know what I'd do for 3 though.
It's like you can definitely think of them, but it's like, man, I can only pick one.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna go Fairly Odd Parents.
nice pick.
Nice.
What a sleeper
That
pick
will
too.
be picked later.
It will definitely 100%. Actually, I'm pretty sure almost all the picks he said will be picked. Now, I gotta ask you, man. After you hit that dinger, either where did you go to eat, or what? If you were like, man, what's my favorite home run meal? What would you be picking?
Ooh, favorite home run meal. When I got home, I think I just had like a peanut butter sandwich and some like a burger and some rice. That was it.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds
But
fire. That sounds
If
so
I had
good.
to pick like a post, home run meal to have like every time, I'm going to Los Mariachis.
Nice, dude. I love Los Mariachis. I always get that rose con pollo. It took me like 5 months to learn how to say it, but it's
I get the random point at the menu.
Yeah, what do you want?
Dice.
I like
That.
the steak fajitas.
yeah. What are you getting at Los?
I like the pollo ranchero. It's like
Nice.
it's shrimp covered in a queso with rice and beans, and I
You
love
pretty
it.
much when you go to Los, you got to get some with queso in it. Like it's,
You have to.
it's a standard to it. Now,
It's an unwritten rule.
Ohio Christian, you shouldn't be too far from a Los if I'm thinking correctly where that's at. So that should be a good place for you after all like 50
Yeah,
home
it's
runs in a
right
season. Now I want to ask you before we get you out of here. Last question: who would be your top 3 favorite baseball players of all time?
Top 3 favorite baseball players all time.
Now, can you use fiction here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Nice.
Love Ken Griffey Jr. Jose Ramirez.
Dig it.
Nice.
I dig it.
Nice.
Probably either Johnny Bench or Joey Votto.
Okay.
Love the Joey Votto.
Okay, I'll just put that as a 3A, 3B kind of thing there. Joey Votto, man, I loved him always. I mean, I'm a Cubs fan, but like I like the Reds as well, which is a weird thing to say. But like this last year, Joey Votto was king of baseball, dude. Yeah. Like he was like just a lovable guy. You gonna go try to catch any Reds games this year, or any Guardians games?
I'm hoping to catch at least 1 or 2 because I haven't been to a Reds game or any MLB game for 7
Hey, man,
years.
I highly
It's been too
suggest if you've never been, go to Wrigley Field sometime. Even if you're not a Cubs fan, dude, it's like a whole city around it. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. You gotta check it out.
It's such a historic ballpark too.
It is, man. Now I know I said one question, but you said that it made me think of it. What would be some of your favorite ballparks, like MLB ballparks? Because I mean, you got the Fenways, the Wrigleys, but like I've been to the Rockies.
I love the Marlins Stadium. It's in Little Havana.
I like the Marlins because they have a pool.
Yeah.
I
It
would
was
say
close
that.
when I went like late.
What about you?
I always liked Fenway. I love the Green Monster.
Yep. It's like a classic, man. Like when you think baseball, I feel like that's the
iconic.
first thing you think of.
I like the Rockies too. That backdrop they have, just
Of all the mountains,
Oh,
yeah.
San Fran.
I was about to say,
That's another beautiful one.
the Coca-Cola bottle at San Francisco is always been.
Oh,
my
I mean,
favorite.
The Reds have a pretty nice one too. Just
Yeah.
that overlook of like the river over there. It's a pretty good one over there.
And they don't have
Citizens
like
Bank Park.
they don't. What'd you say?
Citizens Bank Park, baby.
Oh, it's baby. Dude, the Pirates have a beautiful. I think. Do you hate the
they have
Pirates?
some of the best food.
Yeah, I've always heard that Pirates, as much as they suck, have the best ballpark. So
I know they have like the Smitty's thing, like that whole thing going on
Yeah.
down there. There's some specific sandwich, and it's primo.
all right, so DJ, who do we got? Who's your next few games as we close out the season?
We got Southeastern tomorrow, Courthouse, then Yeniota, and then I'm not sure after that.
All right. Well, hey, my brother, good luck to you. I'm sure you will be doing well. I mean, you're batting a freaking 458. Put him in the damn Hall of Fame. So we wish you the best of luck as you guys roll into the tournament, DJ.
Sweet. Thank you, man.
All right, ladies and
Congratulations
gentlemen, the home
on
run
college.
king, DJ Crocker.
Ohio
Thanks,
Christian
everyone,
University, they got somebody.
Yeah, dude, we're going to an Ohio Christian game next year. Like straight up, like I felt like I saw something about like him doing or like getting offers or coming close to decision day. That's why I was like, if you've already put this out there, my bad. But where are we going?
Let's just be honest. We just paid him $5,000 to come on this show to break the news
Yeah.
that he signed today.
Speaking of paying $5,000, you know who doesn't like to pay their bills? The Arizona Coyotes. All right. I saw.
Formerly Utah or soon to be
I
Utah?
have bills. I don't pay bills.
So the Arizona Coyotes, who just moved to Utah, don't know if they're still called the Coyotes or not. A story came out that
I haven't seen no Coyotes in Utah.
Coyotes?
they don't pay their hotel bills. It came out, I saw on the Score app that the Arizona Coyotes would go to hotels and not pay their bill, or they would give them back a receipt with the total crossed out and put a different total that was lower under there. So if it was like a $5,000 night, they're like, nope, $3,000. like what? I want to know. Have you ever gotten a bill at a hotel where you could cross something out and put like a different? I've never got like a receipt like that at a hotel before. But
Didn't they get kicked out of their stadium because they didn't pay that bill?
yeah,
either?
that's why they had to move to Utah. So like, and here's my thing with Utah. If you're looking at this franchise down here, they ain't paying shit. Why would you be like, come on?
Well, I mean, it's Utah. They're like, we just got the
they-
Jazz.
Shit.
Come on, we need somebody.
That's
Fix
really
the
yeah, because they
draw.
don't have.
They play a lot of hockey out there. They had Olympics out there for the win.
Yeah.
It's cold in Utah.
Yeah.
So
It's close to Canada.
yeah. Wait. So after you just said that, I kind of realized they only have the Jazz. Yeah. They don't have an NFL team. They don't have a baseball team.
They don't have Salt Lake City anywhere else. Salt Lake City Sentinels.
And the
is pretty
Jazz
cool.
isn't even in Utah. It's like literally from the New Orleans, so like they don't even have
Yeah.
Jazz in Utah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, that's another thing is like sometimes you can move.
I've never seen a Mormon play Jazz once in my
like
life.
why like whenever
You raise me up. Oh,
I know
You guys know Josh
Mormons.
Gordon.
I was
They
gonna say what
go
movie is
jumping.
that?
That's all. That's the only thing I know a Mormon to do is jumping.
What movie is that? Ashton Rush? Is that what that is?
dude, it's Josh Groban. I don't know.
No, there's
The
a
ladies
Oh
love him,
no,
girls
dude! Have you ever
adore
seen
him.
this movie? It's August. It's called August Rush. It's like this homeless kid that
Seen
like,
October Sky.
huh?
Seen October Sky.
Slumdog Millionaire?
No,
Alpha Dogs.
Did you say a poor kid or something?
dog.
Dog.
You say dog? You got dogs in here? Also,
Marley
did you
and
guys hear Dobby just
Yeah, dude,
absolutely
I was-
howling at the moon?
He was just
DJ was talking. I'm like, I can't hear anybody because my dog is going absolutely wild.
Dog alert.
Also, hey, shout out to Raleigh. He had a big cancer surgery day. My golden made it through.
Clay was crying earlier.
I was crying. If you want to know why I got late started this show, that's because I was crying. My dog almost died. Not really. My wife's a great vet tech. Back to sports though. Let's go to the NBA for a little bit, guys. Woo! The Nuggets beat the Lakers. Jamal Murray is now official owner of the LA Lakers. Speaking of names
he's-
that don't make
I
sense,
think
no
he's part
lakes in
owner.
LA. So what?
I said I think he's a part owner. And
Yeah.
they were originally from Minneapolis, the Land of Lakes, because they have over 400.
But when they
something
moved,
lakes.
change
Yep.
name.
See, that's my thing.
Change name.
What the
They
hell's
really
a
should have
Clipper?
Like when you get haircuts.
Well, I don't know.
It's a boat, isn't that what the Clippers?
Take it back to San
Is
Diego.
it about? Now they're from Buffalo, I think.
The
Before.
Clippers are from San Diego.
San Diego. Those orange
They end up
throwback jerseys or something like
I
that.
think.
I
I just
think
know
they're called
that,
the San
I
Diego
just know
Buffs.
that the guy that got fired for being
Not
bad person.
Yeah, not the nicest, not
Yeah.
accepting of all people.
Yeah, that little shithead. He was like, I'm going to L.A. because the bus is taking. L.A.'s awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's not very smart neither.
Yeah, so
That's
the
a direct quote.
So
of
the
him.
Nuggets, they got LeBron and the Lakers out. LeBron didn't answer if he was going to be with the Lakers next year. What are your thoughts on that? Low-key, I want the motherfucker to go back to Cleveland.
Philly.
He ain't going to Philly. He is not going to
He
Philly.
also
He really
said
does.
something earlier this season. I don't know if it was like the same press conference or if it was later. He was just like, I don't know if I'm going to be back. I don't know
Yeah.
how much I got left in the tank.
Yeah.
We all know he's playing until Bronny Jr. gets in the league.
Well, I
So-
think something came out today that the Cavs said they'd be willing to draft Bronny Jr.
Well, so a report came out I read it. It came out 30 minutes before the show came on. It said LeBron playing with Bronny not a priority anymore. So
Yeah.
I wonder if he was.
He also said
You ever think that like he
Dude,
was like
Bronny
looking at?
wants his basketball career over, so he.
Do you ever think Bron looked at Bronny at USC and be like, damn, he
the
really
GM said,
he ain't that good.
nah, he's going to get cut.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like LeBron's like, man, I need a 5th ring. So fuck you, Bronny.
He's like, man, I couldn't trade him for shit.
Like, maybe talk to Bronny. Like, is this what he even wants to do?
Yeah.
Like, I'm dead serious.
So
Like,
maybe-
does he really want to go to an NBA franchise and get cut and kind of be like a whole media
Well,
circus and all this?
because you said that before, like right. When I read that today, I kind of thought maybe like LeBron.
It screams LiAngelo Ball.
Yeah.
It screams
I don't know.
LiAngelo Ball situation.
The only
I
reason
think Bronny's going to be better.
The only reason that it's different is because LeBron's not coming out and telling everybody that Bronny should be the #1 pick, best player that's ever fucking
Well,
lived.
in his defense, he didn't do that to LiAngelo. He did that to LaMelo.
Yeah, so,
So, like,
yeah,
I mean,
that's true. So
he didn't really talk a whole lot about LiAngelo.
Yeah,
He's
he's
like,
like-
Lonzo, LaMelo. What about the middle one? He stole one.
Well,
China.
yeah, he sucks.
He beat that case.
Did he?
He did. He just didn't beat it very hard.
I think he got banned from that country, didn't he?
Yeah, he wants to go back to China.
I was in China. I would like to go to China. So hold on. Fun fact: the Great Wall of China is like, oh shit! I just lost the reference, but I saw something that was built before something. Man, that cool fact
It
just
was
slipped my mind.
built to keep the Mongolians.
No, I
out.
know how it was
Mongol
built,
scum.
but it was built like super like I want to say like before Jesus was born, and so people are like, how? Like it's not like how
It's like the pyramids. But,
exactly
you know,
how the pyramids, how that you know what I mean? Like it's just like one the 7 wonders of the world.
Yeah.
I don't know them.
There's actually 8, but
Is there the pyramids, the Great Wall of China? That's all I could really get. out of it
you
for
got Stonehenge. I know the 8th one's Kobe Bryant. That's
that was Kobe. Yeah, that was Kobe's like you laughing at that.
yeah. He's right.
You think that was
laughing at
funny?
that? Yeah.
I'm still not.
He's like, why do you think I wore number 8? 8th wonder of the world, baby.
All right.
I'm pretty sure the Eiffel Tower is one of them.
Isn't it like Big Ben? Is that one of
I don't know.
The clock?
the? Yeah.
No, the guy.
But no,
That he is a wonder, man.
no, the bathroom diddler. Come on.
Bathroom.
Jesus.
There's no proof.
Either way, the Lakers suck. They have no supporting cast. Torian Prince
So, hold on.
laughed in the post game.
Do you think A, LeBron retires, B, he goes back to the Lakers, or C, he goes somewhere else?
I think it's most likely he goes back to the Lakers. I think second is he goes somewhere else because I seriously think that there's a couple options for him. I think
I
He's
don't
lived
think-
in Miami. He's lived in L.A. Ain't no way he's coming back to Cleveland.
I don't think that he's retiring until he can win he's going to manifest himself winning a 5th ring.
I
gotta
think
get
he
my
just
pen.
wants to slide to a team that he's not the best player on.
Well, I think that he tried that with
I
AD,
think it's
and
fun.
AD is just a low key. I mean, he's way better than me.
little
Before I
bitch.
say this, but he's being a little fucking bitch.
Soft.
Yeah.
Like, but I read a couple of things. Like, one, LeBron leaving the Lakers puts $53 million on the table. Like he leaves $53 million, and he's trying to buy an NBA franchise. Like when he retires.
$53 million is nothing.
I think the
Yeah,
biggest
but
thing
I don't
that
think
could-
he's going to go get more than 53 if he goes anywhere else. That's
I,
why
don't
I
think,
think
but
I
he'll
think
get
it's
a
more
pretty
of like a
high-
location play. So
He'll get
he's already
90%
rooted,
of that,
and he said,
then it's LeBron. Like the dude
True.
talks in $100 million.
he was
increments,
also
you know
just
what I mean?
talking about
Off
how
the
much
court, off
family
the court,
time
I
he
mean.
missed, like with his family and his
Yeah.
kids, and so staying somewhere to where like he can be, because his kids had already adjusted to like life in
That
California.
dude's got a jet like Taylor Swift. Tell him to shut up.
See, I think
So
if
I
he
think-
goes somewhere though, they might end up just staying in California or something like you know what I
Well,
mean.
how old are they now?
Imagine
the
he goes
youngest
to the
kid's like
Clippers.
17.
No, the girl is like
Yeah.
in maybe like
Oh,
middle
yeah.
school. If so,
So what if he goes to the Clippers?
that would, dude.
Ew.
They're already a super team, kind
Imagine
of,
that cranky old locker room.
dude. Yeah, there actually has been a lot of noise about him going to the Warriors, but like if he does that, I don't know if I could watch.
I'm glad
the NBA.
you had the camera still on me, so you saw my face change when you said that. Derek.
I don't think he retires. I think he needs to get one more ring. I think it makes more sense that he goes to the Lakers. I don't think Darvin Ham's back. I mean,
He's really good.
I hope that was sarcastic. Yeah, I was sarcastic. Okay.
He was like tweeting when he was on the sideline, like trying to call a play.
You
He's
know,
like, pay attention.
I will say this: if he goes to the Knicks, that means his career's done. That means he's he's done.
Well, speaking of the Knicks,
Speaking of
they
them,
take on the Sixers tonight.
they did up 3-1.
Up 3-1. Now that Tony's in the building, Tony, do you have any faith in your Sixers against Adams' Knicks tonight?
Yeah, because it's the Knicks, but it's like I also sit here and took 8-2 final record to even make the playoffs. It's like I'm not sitting here claiming we have such a great team, but it's like I'm beginning to be one of the like more sour Sixers fans because like I just watched Colangelo come in, give away our draft picks, draft guys like Markelle Fultz when Tatum's on the board when we traded up.
Yeah.
It's just like there were so many bad moves, and it's like I'm proud to have Embiid because you want to have a star on your team that you can watch every night, but he's
We said that Embiid is almost done. I mean, with his time there, you can't label it a success. Do you think it's almost time to get him out there and start
we
fresh?
said from the perspective of like the fan. So what, like the perspective of Embiid, like is he done with the process?
I think he would be wise to stay just because he might be outed more on other teams. He doesn't have the best attitude. If it's not going to go his way, like at least in Philly, he'll always be an icon. We'll give him his 1/8 size statue. And
Dude, we gotta talk about that.
Oh.
That AI statue has to be the.
no, there's a whole lot. Have you guys outside?
It's a little Bow Wow.
No, it's outside the stadium. It's there's a whole row of them that size. All of our statues are that size
Why?
because it's like a Hall of Fame alley type.
Makes more sense.
So
then.
it's like when you walk by, like Charles Barkley's, it's pretty sick.
I
The
know.
way
I know.
it's
People
set
just
up.
didn't like the way it was. Like actually.
Well, my
like,
biggest thing is when he's doing the crossover, they put the ball like kind of out here, like his fingertips wouldn't have it. No, like I just,
They
it
made
wasn't
it-
perfect.
they-
It's a perfect crossover. It's like why do you, it just looked like the ball was out here too far. Like
The
he almost
statue's him
losing
turning
it.
the ball over.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
it's like this
no.
bullshit.
Like fix it. It did look like little Romeo though.
That was my thing. His
Masterpiece,
face
son.
was like a little Romeo or a little Bow Wow. I think I said a little Bow Wow,
Yeah.
but it was a little
Basketball
Romeo.
is
But
I feel like those were two guys. Whenever you're growing up, it's very easy to get those two confused.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one's on
My-
my
my
ride,
favorite
one's
was-
on like Mike.
one dropped one dropped
That's how
the
you
little
remember.
off of it, and then the other one dropped the little off of it.
That's the Pimp My Ride one.
That's a.
I just remember Celebrity Deathmatch. They fought each other. I'm pretty sure Bow Wow won.
I don't
Now
know.
we're having
I
real
don't
life
watch those.
stuff.
Man,
Yeah.
did you watch wrestling when you were growing up, Tony?
Like in and out.
I just was not a wrestling guy.
It's like I definitely
Celebrity
I
Deathmatch.
still get
is
down
different.
with like the persona of it. Like I enjoy.
Yeah, I've literally only watched it
Vicariously
once
living
because
through,
of
like-
Pat McAfee. Whenever he first did his WrestleMania, I was like, wow.
That's
gotta
literally
see
what got me away from Pat was
Yeah.
just him doing that.
I was like, I
I'm
gotta
over
see
it.
what that's
Dude,
about.
like I don't know. Like there's something about turning to the crowd in Alabama and be like, "Shut your mouth, you inbred jabroni."
Now, I think
It's
it
like-
would be dope to
I was
be
a
a
wrestling
part
kid
of
growing up,
WWE.
for sure.
Like, yeah, to be like one of the wrestlers and like, honestly, I would rather be a villain so I could do that kind of stuff. Like a kid flipping you off and you're like, well, fuck you, buddy. like,
DX,
But
like,
I will
spit
say
in
it's
some
definitely
lady's
not
face.
fake because these guys are jumping like 30
Yeah,
foot
so
off
that-
of
that's
like,
whenever-
ladders and
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not fake.
it's
like,
stunts. You're watching
yeah.
stuntmen
Yeah,
Yeah.
professional stuntmen doing
The
shit.
Just
like
so
the
happen to
plot
be
lines
shirtless
are
dudes
fake, but,
rubbing
like
all
the actual
over each other.
athletes are like, dude, like there's dudes that used to have tack sticking out. You can't fake that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Like-
no, you cannot
Like
fake
that
that.
stuff was.
Or
kinda
like
wild.
you can't fake somebody doing like a double backflip and elbowing somebody in the gut.
Like Mick Foley doesn't have an ear.
No.
Oh yeah, you know, Mick
Dude
Foley
lost
and Randy
his-
Orton both had like hundreds of tacks just stuck in there. Like go take
That
like 30
Bret
tacks
Hart
and
dude's
put them
dead.
in your back.
Yeah.
Bret Hart is dead. Like wrestling killed a guy.
Yeah, I say, are you thinking of Owen Hart, the dude that fell off of the thing?
Yeah.
Like the rope? Yeah.
I'm a piece of shit. Just totally. He's dead. Dead.
Well, that's
A
what
whole
happened.
family
Dead.
died from wrestling.
He's
All
dead.
I'm saying is
The
WWE
Benoit,
dead.
equals dead guy. There's
Yeah.
a dead. They have a body count.
Yeah.
Simple as that. And Umaga,
They
they
killed-
put that
they have
guy
a
on
kid,
drugs,
a
and he's
wife,
dead now too.
a whole
Killed him
family.
on drugs.
Yeah, they got him. They got to hook him on the crank. And they
All
kicked
of them,
him out,
dude. A
and he
lot
was
of
dead.
them. Watch Dark Side of the Ring. It's all basically like this wrestler died from steroids and drugs. This one died from just steroids.
This
This
one
one
died
had a
from
heart
just
attack
drugs.
from steroids. This one had a heart attack from drugs.
Jesus Christ.
This one was on drugs and steroids again.
And then there's Chris Benoit.
Yeah, I was saying him. That's why I said like the whole family thing.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, just wasn't a big wrestling guy. I
Yeah.
mean, I couldn't get into
Now
it.
again, it's like I like the persona things,
Yeah.
like where LeBron beats him and he wears the Ultimate Warrior shirt. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like the guy from like the early '90s. Like that stuff's cool, but it's like I couldn't sit there and be like Trish Stratus, how dare you cheat on me?
As a kid, loved it. As an adult, it's like,
You're just watching it to watch people do cool ass shit.
I want to
feel like.
hear.
I'll keep up with it so I can make fun of my friend. My friend Goose.
I kind of stopped after they lost that Jerry the King Lawler, or Jim Ross.
Oh yeah.
Stone Cold, you son of a bitch! Like there's a whole like
His whole personality was Texas.
It was just literally like him hating the villains.
All right, before we go on from the NBA,
But
Wolves.
either way, the Knicks. Look, I'll say a couple things. I like
Jalen
the
Brunson, baby.
One,
Yeah.
I got
That has to be
I
hard
have
for
to
you,
respect
loving Villanova.
Villanova. You know, those
Yeah.
are all my guys.
Yeah.
But it's the only thing I'll say is learn how to win. Not you specifically, but the Knicks fans right now. You beat you're the 2 seed. You're
Yeah.
beating the team you're supposed to
Bing
beat
bong.
that barely got in, and
Yeah.
they're just like, the finals champs, baby. It's like, wait, we have like 3 more series. I'm like, dude, I get you guys haven't won since Latrell Sprewell, but like, calm.
Well, speaking of going like this, that's what Anthony Edwards was
while
giving.
wearing the Melo jersey.
Yeah. What? Melo, man, did he ever make it out of the second round?
Yep, lost to the Celtics.
The Celtics in the Eastern Conference
Yep.
Finals?
No, it was just the second round. You said
So
make it out of the second.
Yeah, so he never made it out of the second round.
I don't think he made it out of the
Because
second.
I don't think he ever
If
went to the Western Conference Finals,
I
did
think
he?
if he went to the Western, he got swept in the Western. But I
I
can't remember him ever
vaguely remember him getting swept by the Lakers, but I can't remember if that was the Western Conference Finals or second round. But,
Yeah.
like, I feel like it might
I don't
have
think
been.
he made it out of the second, no.
Yeah. Which is like, man, like, it's almost like a wide receiver of football. You know what I mean?
he was like one of the he was like a Dame though, to where he didn't really ever have somebody else. Like he had an old Amari Stoudemire, Allen
Think
Iverson
of
at the
Chauncey
twilight.
Billups whenever he was pretty much – he wasn't
Him
washed,
and Allen Iverson,
but
were
he was
kinda
on the
out.
way down.
Like
Yeah.
I feel like one of the next best players on that team was Nene.
Or J.R. Smith,
Well, it's
young
difficult
J.R.
because it's what's
Yeah.
happening with Embiid right now. Look at the play. Like, oh, let's go get P.J. Tucker. He was a championship piece for a decade. Yeah, 10. Like, let's
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
done. Dude, he's
again,
burnt
a
toast.
decade.
D'Anthony Melton, Ilyasova, Danny Green.
Yeah.
All of these
Yep.
dudes past their prime supposed to be solving to get more space and things like that. Thank God we got Tyrese Maxey. He's literally one of the coolest guys.
And he
in
came out
the
of nowhere, I
NBA,
feel like, for you guys.
Um,
Not out of nowhere, like, because he was a first-round pick, but nobody expected him to be what he is
It's
right
like,
now.
I'm a crier. Okay.
Bless you.
Him crying at the draft. It hit me good.
Yeah.
Okay, he was just so happy to have made it. Like,
Yeah.
he's just so appreciative of it. And I'm like, dude, yep, this is my guy. And then he turns out to be an absolute.
I'm gonna have to ask you to stop doing that, Derek.
Now, the Wolves, they swept the Suns. We kind of talked about it before the show, but, like, it's kind of the end of our era. LeBron making it to the second round. The KD's done. Steph didn't even make it to the playoffs. Like, I think if I saw a post, and it was, like, just a joke, but, like, I kind of take it. Like, if I'm KD and I'm LeBron, like, the only way I think you're going to get, especially on KD's side,
They need
the
to
only
team
way
up.
you're going to get people to fucking like it, go back to the Thunder. But then I was like, at the same time, everybody like, well, but now the Thunder are first place. You want to go back to OKC?
Well, no, they wouldn't. To me, I don't think they'd even want it.
I don't think they do
Him-
either, unless it's like
Him and LeBron just need to go to
It's just
somewhere
that team
like
is
Toronto.
Aren't they, like there was some college basketball team who had a higher average age than the Oklahoma City Thunder.
yeah, it was shit. I keep trying to say things
Oakland?
before thinking. It was
Could have been Oakland.
That like
It was a team in the tournament. I know that because they kept bringing it up, so it could have been Oakland.
It was probably a young or like a lower tier like seed just because.
You
it
see
was-
that? I just remember this. Do you see that Bronny put Louisville as one of his Final Four schools if he doesn't get drafted?
Nice.
It's Oregon, Louisville, Ohio State, and
Duquesne.
yeah, I think it really is Duquesne. I'm not lying. Oh no, Duke. It's Duke.
Duquesne, baby.
Yeah.
He's not going to. It's like, dude, just give it up.
I think he should just go to Ohio State.
Go to Duquesne.
No,
I
well,
think you should go to Louisville.
go to Duquesne
Louisville.
because of him and Drew Joyce. Like you're not going to Duquesne because of like no offense, Duquesne.
That's exactly why.
But like true, you go to Ohio
Who's the
State
dude
though.
coaching Duke right
I
now?
think you have to at least go to Duquesne or Ohio
And also,
State.
dude, do you really? I mean, it might help you, but did you ever see this Cooper Flag kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a few
He's got a very
highlights.
punchable face.
Yeah.
Very, but the thing is, it's like he's
That's
I think
Duke.
he's
That's
going to be
Green's
this
Duke.
decade's Christian Leitner.
Yeah. I mean, no, like Duke's always
just-
got
I don't
somebody
think
that
they'll be
just
good
looks like
enough,
they
you
just
know what I
they
mean?
just
Like,
need one.
Duke's done.
Huh?
Duke's done. Like they'll be a
Yeah.
powerhouse, but it's like I don't think he'll be Christian Leitner because he won't win.
No, he's good. Like how much people hated Christian Leitner,
Yeah.
they're going to hate him. And,
But they
without him
hated
winning.
Christian because he beat people. Like my
That's
thing
true.
is, it's like you get a different hate when they're. It's just like Tom Brady. Eventually,
Yeah.
you're just like, all right.
Sports
Dude,
sports
speaking of, have you seen that
becomes
they're doing a
special
roast
when you
of
have
him?
somebody to hate.
Yeah.
When you got somebody to hate, it
And I
really
think
just
that's where the
becomes
problem
special.
with the NBA is right now. Is like the people that you hate in the NBA are like Draymond Green and the dude that was on the Memphis. They went to the Rockets this year.
Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, it's like you hate those guys. They don't like now Draymond wins,
Bev.
but like they don't win shit. they're just annoying. They don't do anything. You know what I mean? Like you could really make the case with Draymond that like he doesn't go to the Warriors. You don't know who Draymond Green
really
is.
don't know who he is.
You know what I mean? So like why like you want people like I mean
I think if he's
it's
not
good.
on the Warriors, he might be suspended and kicked out of the league a little.
It's good that Steph
often.
Curry's a good guy and he's a superstar and stuff like that. But like I think one reason that everybody's going to start they're going to love him now and in 3 years hate him is Anthony Edwards because he is an asshole. But everybody like, oh, I love the new guy coming up, not caring. But in 3 years, I think he actually
you think he's
is.
Michael Jordan's son?
What? No, that's Jimmy Butler.
No, they're saying him too.
No, Jimmy
They're
Butler.
saying so when Michael Jordan was on the Wizards, he was, you know,
If I'm Michael Jordan's
he was
wife,
like
I'm starting to get
saying,
pissed.
he was like, yeah,
Like,
we
they've
were
been
just
made the whole
throwing
time.
them. They were throwing themselves at me on my farewell tour when I was with the Wizards, and
Daddy?
it lines up, and they did it side by side. Him and Jimmy Butler could be brothers, Clay. They could be brothers.
No, that's his son. That's his son. I don't think brothers. Too big of an age gap.
I'm talking about Jimmy Butler and
Oh, Anthony Edwards. I
Yeah,
thought you
he's
were trying
got-
to say
he's got a
Michael
bunch of
Jordan and Jimmy
sons.
Butler are brothers. I was like,
no. Butler,
now that.
Butler and Ant.
I don't like. What were you saying? He's the villain.
So this is what I'm saying. The way that he's playing now, pretty much like not caring about like he's kind of giving the respect, but at the same time on the court, fuck you, buddy. I'm the best now.
Yeah.
People love that because like look at this new dog coming up. In 3 years, when he's winning, I think within the 3 or 4 years he might have a title. People are going to start hating him because he's still going to act like that, but he's
The
going to be
only
winning. Like
reason
you
I'll
said.
disagree is because I think it's genuine. Like, I think people don't like when people are just a-holes and stuff like that. I think, like, this is just kind of how he is, how he talks.
Right.
And I think he just, like, he's going to own it. Like, if he continuously
But you got to
wins, you're
think
gonna
a
end up
lot of
hating
people
stuff.
that might know him might not know him because they watch basketball because like, he was in that one movie with Adam Sandler
But if
and
he
played
can,
the villain.
If he can literally stand in the middle of the
Literally
court
at the end
and
of the
do that,
court, like.
I feel like people would start to
thing
hate
is,
him
it's
more
kinda
now.
like
He hasn't
LeBron.
even proved that much yet, and you're going to do
When
that. It's
LeBron was
almost
coming
like,
up with
but
him, like
I think
everybody
he's
hating Kobe,
Yeah.
and everybody was probably on like, "Hey, I love this LeBron kid. He's going to be the next new guy." And then LeBron became LeBron, and everybody was like, "Yo, fuck that guy. He's too good." This is
But
the reason I hate him because he
It's
kept
a
beating the
trend
Knicks.
because then when everybody started hating LeBron, guess who they all started loving? Kevin Durant.
Yep.
Then Kevin Durant did what
He-
Kevin
he-
Durant did.
he
did
hurt
it to
himself.
himself.
He hurt himself.
He definitely did it to himself. But if you think LeBron did too, having that press conference in front of all those little kids going, and I'm a LeBron fan,
Dude.
but to pull
I
a
think
bunch
that's
of
the only
kids from
reason I hate
Cleveland
him.
and say, I'm leaving. Like right
and
to their
wait till
face.
the last day of free agency. So
Yeah,
that the
and
Cavs
then
couldn't
no
even
one
do
else can
anything.
do anything.
And then show up, talk about not one, not two, not three. Goes all the way up to like 10, and he only wins 2.
You're only there for
And
4
one-
years. You
not
can't-
one, but 2. Yeah, 2.
You can't win 10 championships in 4 years, but that's Jaylen Brown. Like, god dang. Like, you hear that? There's like an interview he had like 3 years ago. He goes, yeah, I expect to have like X amount of championships in X amount of years. And
Mid.
I saw a tweet the other day. It was like, Jaylen
Mid.
Brown now has 5 months to win 5 championships. It's like,
Mid.
dude, why do you say shit like that?
Because
Like,
he's mid.
He is,
Because
dude.
he's mid.
He is. Like, what are your thoughts
That's
on
what mid dudes
what's
say.
what's your thoughts on Jason Tatum?
He's a really, really good basketball
So
player.
I'm trying to come around, but that shit with Kobe, bro, was
No.
just over the top.
I don't
when
like.
he,
I don't like it at all, especially him being on the Celtics. I don't like it.
when
but,
he
like,
posted on Instagram that he texted Kobe.
He's wanting attention. Just do that
Yeah.
in private. That was my thing. If you're
Yeah.
going to do that for yourself. Don't do that so that way you can post it and people will be like, oh,
And
yeah,
that's what-
love that guy. He's Kobe. No.
That's why they're not. That's why when they play the Heat, they never know what to do because they play grit, and they're just not that type of dude.
If the Heat had Jimmy Butler, they
it's
win this series.
different-
I'll
different.
I'll put a stamp on. They
Different
win this
team.
series.
Yeah.
I think the Heat's number one thing they gotta do this summer: get rid of Tyler Hero. Did you hear what happened the last
Yes.
game? Whenever
Yes.
he went 7 for 28, and on the bus after the game, Jimmy Butler was like, 7 for 28? Really, man? 7 for 28? And pissed off Hero, and Hero turned around and swung at him and missed. And then Jimmy Butler went, 7 for 29. So it's like, dude, he's one of those kids that, like, he thinks it's because he went to Kentucky for 1 year, then got drafted, and has a song after him, and he has a jumper that he's tough shit. Man, I don't think Tyler Hero is that great.
I don't either.
I don't think he's that great, honest to God.
He's
I
not. I,
would-
just laughed because you just said so much cool shit, and then you're like, he's got like a $1 house, beautiful wife.
But he's not that good at
He
basketball.
basically
NBA.
quoted the song. He was like, he's got a real nice jumper. Maybe you could help me with it.
As a Jack Harlow song.
Yeah.
He said like all this nice
But
stuff,
like
and
he
then you're
like
but he's not.
he's just not
he's
as
not.
good as he thinks he
No,
is.
he's
like
not.
You're
like
correct.
he pretty much was like, oh, Jay Butler's like, I'll carry this team.
He's a one-hit wonder is what he is.
Yeah.
He had that one really
season.
good playoffs.
He's kind of like T.J. Warren. T.J. Warren
Dude,
went
he just
to
needs to go to Charlotte.
went to
and
the
win
bubble
away
and
for
went
10
off,
years.
and everybody's like, he's really good. We're like, no, he's not. Just everybody said in the bubble, man. It's way easier to play. There was no crowd. The depth perception, I guess, for the basket was better. I don't know. I didn't read a whole lot into that, but like people were saying, like it was like going on the playground hooping.
I'm not in
Anyone
the
could
NBA,
do
but
that.
that doesn't make any sense to me.
I'm putting this on.
Didn't make
tape.
any sense to me either. But they said where there was nothing behind it,
No,
it
it's
was
because
easier to
people
make
move.
it.
It's a clear backboard, so if there's people moving behind the clear glass, it probably changes your view when it's just black.
True. That makes more sense than the
That's why I
arc
get
line,
people
right?
get boom whackers and stuff, make the noise.
Yeah.
And they don't have to
Um,
do with the noise either. I guess.
Bucks Pacers tonight. Are you going with Bucks just because you hate the Pacers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Pacers in that one. I do think the Knicks send your Sixers home tonight, Tony. Last one before we get on with the WNBA. Oh, first off, the Thunder are here. I want the Thunder to win it all 100% just because Gordon Hayward's on the team.
I just love they completely dissed the
Dissed,
Islanders
yeah,
said,
and went
give
to
me
home-
the hometown crew.
Yes,
and the
and-
whole squad went over. Did you see it at all?
You know what I love too?
It's so obviously like the one ESPN woman goes to walk up to him and he starts kind of talking and then they realize that like the local sports broadcaster was there and the whole like squad went over and like did the full interview with just him and the girls are standing there like and I'm like yes.
And they cut TNT.
back then they didn't want us.
And
Now
then-
I'm hot. They all on us. He's like nah.
Wendy
here from the
Wendy
jump.
gets on Get Up this morning. And he goes on ESPN. Goes, this network is disrespecting the Oklahoma City Thunder, and you're gonna be pissed about it here in a couple of months. And like
Wimby said this?
Wimby said it. Yeah, not Wimby. Wendy, the guy that covers the LeBron
okay, I was
cover.
gonna say.
Yeah, I can't. I can't remember his full name.
Oh,
The fat guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that literally got a career just by covering LeBron.
I hate him.
But he pretty much said that on ESPN, and I think it's right. I think that's the cool thing with the Thunder. Like, oh, you're not with us? Screw you, ESPN.
They're
Like,
just so deep with a lot of smart basketball. Like,
and young.
This
And
is
dude,
a-
they own the next 3 drafts.
it's the closest thing to like the Warriors that you've kind of seen. It, like obviously not quite that level yet, but it's like the type of players they are. The reason why Klay Thompson and Steph Curry and then pretty much Sean Livingston as well and Andre Iguodala, all dudes that literally would pass up a game-winning shot if somebody had a better look.
Iguodala.
Yeah, if he passed
like-
it up, I'd probably be pretty mad because he's supposed to be our Lord and Savior for aliens.
Yeah, Iguodala.
Nice.
You
He's
pass
got
it
a
to
clip.
get it to Iguodala.
Yeah, you don't want Curry shooting.
did you ever
if
see
got
that?
Finals
Iguodala.
MVP.
The Max Kellerman. If the aliens are coming down, and you have one
Death beam
player
pointed
to
at the
make
earth.
one shot, and if he misses, the laser beam pointing at the earth. Who are you taking?
Me.
And Max Kellerman goes, I want Iguodala. And this is like the 2015 or 16 finals, like Steph and LeBron are going off and everything, and it's just like, come on.
I'm pretty sure
man.
that was the same finals where LeBron got the block.
Yeah, I think it was the
on-
3-1
on
finals.
Iguodala.
But yeah,
But Iguodala won a Finals MVP the year before.
Yeah, he did.
That's like,
Yeah.
come on. He's a former Sixer too. You got to realize he.
Oh
played
no,
like 6 years with him.
Iguodala was that guy.
He was, dude.
So-
He could rip, dude, the rim off. when
we
he
got
first came out.
because
Arizona.
he was great with the Sixers. He got drafted when you guys said. I still hate. I want your actual opinion on this. I still hate that you guys went back to like the '80s style uniforms. The AI uniforms, you should still have those.
I think they're in rotation. I bet you when we're tired of these, that's what we bring back.
I hope so.
I think Philly, like, we don't like too much change, so you're not allowed to do a lot of changes. So I feel like we always go back to the same stuff.
They have
like,
a
watch.
cream color jersey that I really like. It's like an off-white.
They have is it the city one?
I think it's a city
Yeah.
one.
Where it
Yeah,
has
it's
like the
off-white
stars.
city. Yeah,
There's
it's
a
the
circle
stars,
with
yeah.
a number on it. Yeah,
I like
those
that.
are pretty.
I don't
nice.
like the Knicks city one, like the 3D, but I do like they have a city one from like 2 years ago. It's actually what they were wearing last game.
Yeah.
It's like the navy blues. It's like for the firemen.
I like that they have cool jerseys now, but at the same time, man, chill out.
Well,
on
what
the
about
jerseys.
the MLB jerseys? They're pretty much completely taking those back because you
Yeah.
can see people's dongs.
Yeah. Well, it's like you have like 6 city jerseys. You know what I mean? You have like all these different city jerseys. Why can't you just stick to 2 jerseys and then an alternate jersey?
Yeah, especially when you look at the Phillies jersey and it. I just want to say dog again.
I hate you.
But when you look at the Phillies one, it's like black with like a not even the
More the
same
jerseys, the
powder
better.
blue and
Yeah.
yellow. I'm like, what is any of this? This
Yeah.
is
I think
almost
we need
looks
more
like
retro
Pittsburgh.
jerseys.
It's like the Utah Jazz are black
You're
and
just
gold now.
stretching now.
Well,
You
why
know?
are
Utah
these-
Jazz rebrand sucked. Like
Yeah.
I said, I think we need more retro jerseys.
Yep.
Now, I'll tell you one thing that does not suck,
Ouch.
and that is the girl that has. We thought a 458 batting average was good. Try a 507.
Jesus.
Try 34 RBIs, first in the league. Try 9 home runs, first in the league. Try the GOAT of softball, Abby Marshall.
Hi guys,
Hey, Abby, how's it going?
pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good. Hey, so I want to start off 507, damn. 34 RBIs, damn. 9 home runs, damn. I'm going to ask you the same question I asked DJ earlier. What is your approach when you're going up to the plate to just pretty much be on lock at all times?
Oh, see, I don't know. I just try not to think. Like, realistically, I'm just trying to hit the ball.
Hey,
I mean, my job, I'm third in the lineup, so usually Alexis Book and Morgan Daniels are always getting on in front of me. So, really, my number one goal is hit them in, get something started.
hey, the best thing to do in sports sometimes is to not think. Just let your body naturally go at it. Now, you guys went on a pretty deep run last year, I believe, to the Elite Eight. This year, you
Yeah.
guys have not slowed down at all. What's been kind of your guys' mission and thought process throughout this whole season?
Oh, I mean, it's a super special season to all of us. I mean, we have 9 seniors. I think really like our number one goal. Well, we're really big at taking it one day at a time. Like ask anyone on our team, we say it all the time. It's became a joke at this point. But I mean, first goal obviously is the league. A win tomorrow will get us the gold ball, and then sectionals, districts, get back to regionals, prove ourselves, get back to the Final Four where we should have been last year.
So that I love how you said it. We should have been
yeah.
last year.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
Hell yeah, you should have been there last year.
Hell yeah.
Now
dude.
now you say you're one win away from the gold ball. Now I don't have your schedule in front of me because you just had an absolute thriller last night with Westfall winning that one in 9-8. I feel like this is kind of a question / a statement from me where you guys were so good in volleyball having so many tight games, so good in basketball having so many tight games. Is there whenever it's softball, this is your third sport, when it comes to a tight game like that, winning 9-8, is it you guys just being like, hey, we've been here for literally a whole year and last year? Is that kind of how it goes for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we went to 8th inning. Still at no point I ever thought like we were going to lose. Like I just
Hell yeah.
full confidence in everyone to make the plays they need to.
Now, that kind of gets me to my second question. You're going for your third gold ball. What the hell? How has it been like for you guys just to win all the time? Like, is it just something where you guys you just carry that confidence going from one sport to another, or what's in the water over there at Uniota Girls Sports?
Oh, I mean, we from not just like softball, basketball, volleyball. Like we put in the work. Like we're in the gym, we're on the field all year round. We deserve it. We put in the work for it.
Hell yeah. And I feel like you guys are pretty tight-knit, if I'm not mistaken. You guys do a lot of stuff like outside of practice and stuff like that?
Yeah, like we just have so much fun. Like,
Yeah.
and that's what makes us so much better. I mean, we're having fun in the dugout. We're having fun in the locker room. We're having fun in the barn when we're hitting. I mean, it's always a good day. Like I can always walk in there and expect things to be fun.
Yeah, and I feel like you guys just bring the energy. Like whenever you guys are playing, is it just because like you guys
Do you know what brings energy? Cranking dingers.
Dingers.
What's it like to do that?
dingers? I mean, 9 home runs. Are you just like going up and pointing at the pitcher like, hey, that way, bring
You
it
ever
in here?
is there like a pitcher you take
No.
personal? Is there anybody that you go up and be like, oh, you again?
No.
No, she's like, even if there was,
I don't
nothing.
care who you are.
Yeah, even if there
It's
was,
good.
I don't think I'd be name dropping to be
Ah,
honest.
fair enough. No, no.
But
You
realistically,
can just say, yes, I have one.
No,
You said
no,
you had the SVC.
no personal beef here.
Now,
You don't really need to have personal beef when you just
I-
win all the time.
I know you guys have a pretty big rivalry with Adina there in basketball, but it kind of looks like that's been transitioning onto the softball field as well. And we all know it's on the volleyball court. I mean, you guys are always a always a rivalry there. What's it kind of like every season, for volleyball, basketball, softball, when you're like, man, I'm not just competing with these girls in one sport, I'm competing with all three sports. Is there kind of like some fun in there, or is it by softball season you're like, damn, I'm tired of seeing these girls?
No, I enjoy it. I enjoy the games that have like a little bit of like motivation behind it, a little bit like no matter what, like we could be like at our lowest lows, like and Dina being high, like it's always a good game.
Yeah.
That's why I'm excited for tomorrow. Like tomorrow's a big day. We have our senior night. Then we have that, and then if we win, our coach will get his 100th win.
Let's
so.
go. Join that
That's
100 weight club. Nice.
Yeah.
Now,
so.
Is softball your favorite sport? I know you're a tri-sport
Yeah,
athlete.
I'd
Okay.
say so.
What made you
Yeah.
fall in love with softball more than the other sports?
Oh, I don't know. Honestly,
It just
it's
pays to be good at something. It's
She's
just
like,
I'm
because I
happy
walk
at
up
it.
to the plate and hit dingers every time.
That is
That's
your
why I
goal.
love it.
Normal people don't do that.
Now, who's this poster behind you?
I was about to
is this a
say
Lakers
Bron's
player?
chilling in the basement.
It looks like Shaq.
I thought it was Shaq as well.
This is actually Newton Hoop's house.
Oh, hell yeah.
So it is Shaq.
Yeah,
It
I
is
got,
Shaq.
it is. I got scared that I was gonna mess up the call thing, and I know that he had done it before, so I was like, "You can just come and help me with."
Well, that's a good boy. For way to go,
Tell you
New.
what?
Way to go,
Chivalry
New.
is not dead.
I'm glad that so you guys are like, I mean, you're like the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce of SVC. I mean, you guys are the power couple. I mean, what's it kind of like watching, New do all these great things while you're kind of doing all these great things? How's that support for each other for you guys?
I mean, it's really good. I mean, it always feels good to like know I have someone in my corner, someone who like gets everything like that's going on.
Hell yeah.
I mean, we both
It's a little
support
sweeter when you
as
have
much
more
as we
gold
can.
balls.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
well, he's the only one I can talk to about just beating
Dominate.
ass every day, like just dominating a sport. Now, a little non-softball questions, Abby. We're drafting our favorite Saturday morning cartoons later. What would be your 3 favorite cartoons if you had to pick them to watch on a Saturday morning?
Okay, so when I was watching earlier, DJ had a good one, Fairly Odd Parents.
Nice.
banger.
There you
That
go.
was a good one. And
This might be the hardest question we ask you all day, so I understand. It does take a little time to think.
all right, does it have to be like cartoon?
No, just anything you want to watch on your nice Saturday morning.
All right, so I remember I would like be waking up. Zoe 1 was always on.
What? Oh, you cut out. What was it?
Zoe 101.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that was it. That
Have
was
you
it.
watched the movie?
I'm not gonna lie, I watched it a lot. They just put a movie out. It's amazing. You need to watch it.
Okay, I will. And then probably. Oh gosh.
I know it's,
You know what
it's
just came in my head was Ned's Declassified. Did you guys ever watch
dude.
that?
That was the GOAT show.
Yeah, they're
like,
catch-
that was
those
the
guys
one.
are catching some heat right now.
They are. They
What?
are.
Oh, yeah.
Because of Drake Bell.
Weirdo.
All right, I used to watch Adventure Time a lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
nice.
another
yeah,
good one.
that's a really good one.
So
That was
that
one of
would be
the.
my-
It's like regular shows, yin and yang.
Yeah, literally. I was about to say that. Like that's almost really identical to the regular show.
What
They-
are you eating for your
Yeah, what's your
post-game
home
meal?
run meal?
I will say postseason. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That way you don't feel like
Yeah,
it's-
after you make it to the Final Four and win the state title, where are you going out? Where would you go out for your best favorite meal?
I'm not gonna lie, like my friends and I, we hit up Roosters.
There
probably
you go.
multiple times a
That's the
week.
best place to go,
Multiple
man.
times.
Yeah. Hey, I've heard it's a pretty fun casual joint.
It is.
It is.
I'd
Some
say
people-
so. I
people
mean,
call
I
it
literally
the
get my
nest.
money. I'm like, take it. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Just take all of it and just bring me back food. I don't care
It's
what
like,
it is.
what would you like? Carolina Gold, please. They're
Yeah.
like, you didn't say anything.
Carolina Gold.
Right away, sir.
Carolina Gold wings.
Italians
I
said
don't
no
care.
lettuce.
Carolina Gold something.
Anything.
Now, Abby, if I'm not mistaken, you did move from Waverly to Unioto, right?
I did.
Okay, so
Myself.
what's it been like, after that move and everything like that? What was the transition like to Unioto? I mean, whenever you're coming in being an amazing athlete, I'm sure they're welcoming with opening arms. But how's that transition been now that you're a few years into it?
It's been a great transition, honestly. I mean, growing up, I had played like travel, softball, club volleyball, like with a few of the girls already. So I already had I knew pretty much the whole softball team already.
Nice.
Over half of the volleyball team. I was friends with a lot of the basketball players. like that. They had asked me like, they're like my junior year. They're like, just come try it out. Because after I was like done at Waverly after my freshman year, I was like, oh no, I'm never doing this again.
Yeah.
And then I ended up going in my junior year to try basketball again. I ended up loving it. The team was awesome. The team coaches. But realistically, it hasn't been hard at all. Everyone around me has made it super easy. Felt like I'd been there my whole life.
I do, because I was a kid that moved into Unioto from somewhere else, and like I know they can get a bad rep from other schools because they're just beating them all the time. But they are a pretty nice, welcoming, like open arms family. You know what I mean? Like they'll bring in, they'll have you as one of their own. And I wasn't good at sports, so that's good to hear from you as well. The good sport players are being nice and welcome. Now, do you have any plans to play softball outside after high school or anything like that, or what's the idea?
I am going to play softball at Heidelberg up in Tiffin.
Let's go!
Yeah.
They just got like 50 more home runs next year. Nice job. Hell yeah. What made you pick Heidelberg?
So I wasn't even going to play until like 2 weeks ago. And then my friend Megan Miller.
2 weeks ago, I just woke up and said, you know what? I'll try it.
Heidelberg sounds like Heidelberg. I could win a few.
No, my plans were just to go to the University of Kentucky, just go to school. And then I got into my senior season. I was like, oh yeah, like I'm not done yet.
Yeah.
So
Glad you didn't go to Kentucky.
Megan Miller is signed to play volleyball and softball there.
Okay.
So I just had figured I would reach out to the coach, like worst case scenario, they're done recruiting. But she got back to me pretty quick. I went on a visit, loved it. So I committed.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it's a pretty easy decision for the coach. Oh, you better 507? Yeah, sign here, please. Coach, you're not going to believe this. She reached out to me. Easiest recruiting I ever did. It's like, oh, man, that's hilarious. All right, so, Abby, did you have any, like, softball players, whenever you're growing up, they kind of looked up to? Because I know there's not a professional softball league, which is a shame. But college softball, I mean, I'll turn that on any day of the week over college baseball. So was there any, like, athletes whenever you're growing up that you either liked or try to model your game after or anything?
Not so much model my game after, I guess, but I just like within like the last few years, I always I didn't even know Odyssey Alexander until her and like James Madison and came like and went all the way through the World Series.
Yeah.
What college did you just say?
James Madison.
Yeah, buddy.
That's all modern.
I liked watching Rachel Garcia from UCLA.
Okay. I just remember whenever me and Adam were growing up, there's a pitcher. Her name was like Cat.
Peach.
Was it Cat?
Oh,
She played for Texas and then went to the USA.
Cat Dog, the show.
Diggity Dog.
Oh, my God. I forgot about that
Cat
one.
Dog might be on the list there. See?
Man, this is going to be a crazy draft. But yeah, man, what I feel like this is probably the best because I'm currently coaching a 12U softball team. I don't know anything about softball, so I'm just there for the
I
fun.
heard about that.
Yeah.
Someone, I'm like real close to one of those girls, Mac.
Oh, Mac is a stud.
Yes, that's
Listen,
my girl.
Yeah. Okay. So we're having a scrimmage, right? I haven't really got to see these girls like play softball other than drills. I'm trying to figure out who's going to be good and stuff like that. And I was like, well, I'll put Mac at like the 3-hole hitter. I'll try these. And like the other two girls, like they got some pretty good hits, like some nice solid contact. Mac comes up first pitch, dinger over the fence. I hammered it. I was like, all right, found
Well,
yeah. But like then I was like talking to her after the game. So she plays on my softball team. She plays on another like right now, plays on another softball team and plays on a volleyball team. All right now. I'm like, I would be dead doing that. Like,
Great. Now in like 7 years, we get to hear Clay be like, when I coached you back when you were new, trying to take credit for her success when she's going out.
oh, no. So I don't know if Mac told you, but it was like our first practice. I literally went up to the team. I'm like, look, don't know anything about softball. We're here to have some fun. I was like, I can't teach you mechanics, but I can teach you how to hit and field. And they're like, all right. I was like, cool. We're going to have some fun this year.
All right.
Now, whenever you were younger, was it still softball that was your favorite? Were you playing like Mac, like 3 sports at one time?
I mean, I've always played 3 sports, but I've definitely put the most time. I've got the most out of softball. I mean, I've traveled across the country, different states playing softball.
That's one thing I've always liked about baseball and softball is that
different.
you get to go all over the country and travel and stuff like that, see different places. Now I want to ask you, I know it's softball time now, but summer's coming up. The weather's beautiful outside. What's some of those outside activities? You going kayaking? You going on hikes in the woods? What are you doing?
Oh, I like taking my top off, going for a ride.
Nice.
That's like probably my
Jeep?
favorite. A Bronco.
Bronco, nice. That's like the Ford Jeep.
Except better.
Wait, is it
And
a
then-
white Bronco, and do you speed in
No,
it?
No, it is blue.
it is. She's like, swear, blue Bronco over here. All right. Well, oh, sorry. What were you saying?
Oh, I don't know. I was just gonna say I like to fish, but you can.
You like to
keep going.
fish too? All right,
Yeah, I
Adam.
like fishing.
Fishing questions. Here we go.
Are you? What kind?
no,
Are you
no,
a
no.
bass fisher as well, or?
See, like the knowledge is not there. I
She's a
actually
fish
just.
fisher.
Yeah.
I just
What kind of
I
fish
like
do you
to
like?
fish enough to get the
Sometimes the best kind of fish is when you don't catch anything, except I think they call it a buzz or something like
I
that.
heard those
Like
buzz fish are pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's buzz fish. Those are sometimes the best fishing.
It's like, what's your favorite fish to catch? Whichever
I
one I
like-
do.
Carp. Carp is my favorite fish to catch.
Like TJ Carper?
because they're just
That's
they
big
like
fish.
it feels like you're catching a whale. I don't care. Like no, I'm
they
not
really
gonna
are
eat it
big
anyway.
fish.
Oh man, have you ever gone like 4-wheeler or razor riding, like out on the trails?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I just remember this, but like the last time I did that, I went with my brother and all of his friends. And they're like, "Hey, you're riding with Cuckler." I'm like, "Okay." Like I don't understand why. It's because that dude got stuck every single time in the mud, and I mean like drowned in that thing. Like, cause that
I'm
thing.
not riding with a dude named Cuckler.
now,
I'm
do you-
sorry to say
You
that.
got nude out there
The name
fishing with
doesn't
him?
even sound right. I'm stopping that right away.
I was the little brother. I didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
But do you got nude out there fishing with it? I don't know why. He just doesn't strike me as a fisherman.
Oh yeah, he'll fish. He's
Big
not-
fishing
Yeah,
guy?
I mean, yeah. That's
Yeah,
not good
that's- I
fishing
just,
with.
he just didn't strike me as a fisher guy.
Yeah, I was not
Don't
ready
judge
for
a
that.
book by its cover.
Hey.
I guess it's because he went to Union, if I'm being honest.
All right, so
You have
Abby,
to host a fishing tour.
do you have any big summer plans? Like you going to?
better
I
be able
plan
to
to
be
go
in
to
it.
Kings Island like a bunch of times. I'll probably go out to a few concerts, stuff like that. You got anything like that lined up?
Yeah, I got a pretty busy summer. I'm going to Hawaii.
Lucky.
Big fish out there.
I'm going to see Luke Combs. I'm excited for that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's cool.
Um,
Is he the guy that sings like
Hey,
Red Solo Cup? Hey.
Hey, what's that pregame
is
music
that
sound
in-
like? We got your headphones in. You're just getting in the zone. What do you listen to? Taylor Swift?
gosh, honestly, like, I honestly older country or some new country
Hey,
that's
as long as it's older country, I'm down with it. Some of that newer stuff, man, it's just not it.
She's talking like courtesy of the red, white, and blue. Proud to be an American. I know
Anything
what
about
she
Tim
listens
McGraw?
to.
I'm trying
yeah,
to keep-
either that or like some underground stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I don't even like listening to songs that everyone knows. I don't know.
Yeah, you like those deep cuts.
It's not my thing.
Hell yeah. Hey, that's a true music lover right there. Just going for only the deep cuts.
I call them hipsters.
All right, so,
I'm
hey,
kidding.
Abby, who'd you say that you guys are playing tomorrow for the gold ball?
Adina.
Adina, that's what I thought. All right, so hey, good luck tomorrow. We don't have any Adina guys on the set anymore, so we're going for you guys and hopefully you get that dub out there, get another gold ball, and roll into the tournament in
That's the plan.
style.
Hopefully.
All righty, well, ladies and gentlemen, an absolute dinger monster, Abby Marshall. Thanks for coming on, Abby.
Thank you.
Oh man, yeah. Like if I was a pitcher, just center first. Like I'm not even throwing. I mean, listen. Yes, 9 home runs, first, whatever. The 34 RBIs, man. Like it's almost like saying like if there's somebody on base, he's driving her in, And we don't
If I was a
have.
pitcher, somebody hit a home run on me, I think I'm hitting them every single time I see him after that. Just
But
hurt
no,
my confidence.
I mean, we don't have. Like I said, we don't have anybody on the show that has a foot in for Adina. So I mean, I
Emma
think,
Garrison's cool.
yeah, I do like Emma Garrison. Man, here's the
So
crazy.
is, actually, they're all pretty cool out there.
Here's the crazy thing to me about SVC girls sports. I mean, the guys sports do this as well. But like whenever you look at guys, if you look at football, you look at basketball, you look at baseball, you look at the top athlete, it kind of switches per sport. You know what I mean? Like football and basketball, we had like 3 or 4 that you could name. Baseball, kind of looking at it. I mean, DJ is looking anybody on Zane Trace. I mean, Zane Trace is on another stratosphere. But when you look at softball and basketball and baseball or volleyball, I mean, it's like the same top players across. That's just showing you, like, they're putting the work in for 3 sports. Like, that's something that's like, I don't know. You don't see a lot of kids doing that days. Like,
I liked what we were talking about the other day. You said that Coach Combs wouldn't do a whole lot of really mechanical teaching.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, really just need about a week of practice to get the hang of baseball because they've gotten coached for 2 seasons already via football
and most of the players,
volleyball, and
most of the baseball players have played baseball forever. Like they
or
know
softball.
They know baseball. They know softball. It's just getting them into drills, getting them back into the mechanics of things.
It's hard to knock that rust off of basketball after a season of playing baseball or softball and then volleyball and football.
Yeah.
It's just hard to get back into that basketball swing of thing. It's a little easier to get back in that baseball swing of things.
I think it might be with basketball too. The amount of running
Yeah.
is substantially more than any other of the other 2 sports. Because football is just
Minus wrestling condition.
Well, I mean, like if you're going from football to basketball, way more running. Or if you're even especially if you're going from volleyball to basketball, way more running.
Kids that play Adina, their basketball team, those kids that run track, they're gonna be fine.
Yeah,
because they're cross country runners.
Yeah. But no, man, I think obviously Uniota. I mean, they went to the Elite 8 last year. I think they're gonna make a deep run. 18-4 is where Adina's sitting. I mean, don't count them out.
Yes,
tomorrow.
it's definitely not chalk it up. It's done.
Don't because let me scroll back here real quick because I can't remember that last game that they had. Because the last game they had was pretty close. And if I do remember, Derek, was that you that told me that was the first time Uniota won at Adina in quite some time? Or was that with baseball?
That was with
Softball? Okay.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I have a recency bias. Go Uniota.
I have a recency bias. Oh, my God. Sorry. I'm just kind of scrolling back to see what the score was when they played Adina. I got to when they played Washington. I'm pretty sure Courthouse on Saturday, April 20th.
If you're going to take anything off that, take off the Washington, leave the Courthouse. So
37-1.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't want people to know who you are.
37-1. Jesus, it tied the OHSA record for most home runs in a game. 9. Abby had 4 home runs in 1 game.
Yeah, dude. If I'm that pitcher, I'm throwing them at her head.
If I'm that pitcher,
I'm like, you want to take me?
Dude, if I'm that pitcher, I'm just walking off the mound. I'm done. Oh man. So last time jeez, man, that's. Whew.
Anyways. Charles Daly might be whispering to me when I get home. Charles Daly's a shotgun, by the way. He whispered in my ear telling me to do something.
No, but Union won last time 6-2. And you had Amaris Betts, Morgan Daniels, and Alexis Book, some other big heavy hitters. But man, I feel like Abby, being that 3-hole hitter, man, you have so much responsibility because
it's also not like how you were I felt like they thought I sucked, so I got a lot of fat. No, she's in a good spot to where they're like, oh, this is their hitter. This is their hitter. You know,
because that's why I always thought Combs was a great coach. He came up to me and goes, "Hey, I think you're a good hitter of fastballs," and I was like, "Yeah, you could probably say that." He goes, "So I'm gonna put you as my 7, 8, or 9 hitter," and I was like, "What?" He goes, down there, they're going to think less of you, so they're just going to give you a fastball. So it'll be good for you. I'm like, thanks, pal. And it worked.
They're going to underestimate you.
Yeah, because, he was right, man.
When this happened, Clay wasn't happy till he got his first hit. He's like,
no, I was pissed.
7-hitter.
No, I'm fucking
3-hole hitter.
100%. 100%. I was mad as shit. But,
you get that first hit, you're like, I just saw
end of the season.
Well, my first hit, it like you said though, it did kind of come all together because I was like, well, I'm just going to swing at the first pitch. It was a fastball right down the middle. Swinging at the first pitch was always my mentality because I was like, when I was a pitcher as a little league, I was like, I always want to go up 1 strike. I want to throw right down the middle. Hopefully they don't swing. So then when I went to bat, I was like, I'm going to swing. When you're 7, 8, 9, and they think you suck, they're throwing that thing right down the middle, expecting not to hit it. But I was like,
this is one of the greatest cover-ups of Clay sucking at baseball and them trying to let him down easy.
Hey, well, if I sucked at baseball, then I figured it out.
No, I was going to say, that batting average at the end of the season had him saying, you know what, Combs, I think he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, it was right. But yeah, man, that's where baseball, I think, and softball, the coach has a lot more impact on the game than almost any other sport.
And you have to know player attitude. Too.
Exactly, because
it's not just skill level.
He put me in the outfield, and he didn't say anything to me, but then I was like, I love it out here because dude, I'm not lying. I might have got a hit to me once or twice a game, and it was always a nice, easy fly ball. So I looked amazing. Didn't have to do shit.
No errors.
Yeah. And then I was like, dude, everybody would be like, why do you try so hard when it's a foul ball? I'm like, because if I miss it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a freebie. I was the same way. I was tripping over pitching.
And if I get it, it looks like I got wheels.
Yeah. And dude, the number one thing I always wanted to happen, it never happened, but the one thing I always wanted to happen was our bullpens were on the inside of the fence, the mounds and stuff. I always wanted a foul ball to go over in the bullpen and me get close, and I would have caught it. I would just ran into whoever's warm up pitching. Oh man!
I tripped over it. I caught the ball, and it was against one of my friends. So I was super pumped about it, but it looked like I made a diving catch, but anybody that was really watching knew I fell.
Yeah.
It was not as nice as it.
Dude, there's so many times whenever I first got in the outfield, I was like, I'm going to die for this.
My biggest thing is I could never remember you got to start back. I was always second the ball up the bat, I'm running 90 mile an hour.
You know what I learned?
Damn it. I got better.
Just start really far back.
Yep. That's what I did. I literally started unlocking my right leg, so I just automatically had all my pressure on my back foot. So I was just you can't even go.
Well, see, I was spoiled, though, because I had Mason McCloy and Anthony McFadden pitching. Mason threw a no-hitter every sectional time. We had 3 sectional title games, my sophomore, my junior, and my senior year. There was never a hit, and Mason was the pitcher every time. I'm I'm sitting there, I'm
so you had no errors.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. How am I supposed to get one run? And we win. That's what it was. So it's and that's what I was talking with Ron the other day. It's I love how he's I remember Anthony and Mason. Because it really is in high school, man. You get 2 pitchers that can just go rotation. You're going to make a run until you find that team that has the 3rd pitcher. Then you're in.
Or somebody that's just really good at getting contact.
Yeah.
Whether it's, just getting on base singles, doubles.
Or just let's throw the bat out there hoping something happens.
Yeah.
And when you're used to people not getting hits, when they get hits, it's kind of oh, damn.
It's like a mountain effect. It's it starts, especially getting in a pitcher's head, it's just oh, shit, here it comes. They got the one. And then as soon as that one hits, as soon as one person takes off the lid, it's just boom, 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 boom.
Speaking of baseball, the paint's starting a month. Tony, I know you're excited to get back out of the ball field. Super fan.
You got a bat in front of you. It's paint's bat.
Let's go.
Alrighty.
I got a championship broken bat from their championship.
I think I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet, that guy. Zach Pasquarelli. That was his
yeah.
name. And every time he used to come up to bat me, he'd talk, "Hey, Pasquarelli!"
Pasquarelli! I really miss the one dude that, the heavy set black dude with, the blonde hair.
Yeah.
From, a couple seasons ago.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite paints player of all time.
Was it Sancho Farmer?
I think that's what it was.
He was.
Who's their big boy this year? I think he was he Dominican boy?
Or maybe that was this year, because he didn't fit, and he didn't finish out the season.
Last year.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Real quick before we get into the draft, a couple things I want to go over. NCAA football, multiple cover athletes. How do you feel about that?
Oh,
do you think it's going to be different, how it used to be different consoles just have a different athlete? Or
no? So do you remember in 2014 they had a Toledo guy on the cover of it? The Michael Trabke tree.
So I always saw
this,
but I never, on the internet, but I never saw them in person.
Who was on 09 for you?
Matt Ryan.
Was that Boston College?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So that was the normal one for there. But I saw there's a couple of different ones that I saw.
But they said they're going to have 4 or 5 different ones, one for each position, and then they're each going to be from a different school. So that was kind of cool. And they're all in college, they'll be playing in the game as well. So I thought that was cool. And I only put it up there because guess what? We're getting damn close to college football video games coming back, and I'm pumped for it. And one more college thing is Xavier is killing the transfer portal. So stay tuned here in the coming weeks. Might have big guy come on to talk about Xavier's transfer portals. But I think they're going to have a pretty good season. I think they're in the way too early rankings. They're coming in around the 26, 25.
I saw 26, but I also saw them projected to be bottom tier of the Big East. Which the Big East is big. Or not big. It's just it's big and it's powerful.
Yeah, it's loaded.
It's a top to bottom.
It's the Big East of old officially. Yeah. It's back to what the Big East was.
Oh,
before.
dude, it's always been my favorite basketball conference, dude.
It was always my favorite. But whenever
the
UConn,
beast in the East.
UConn went to the American Conference, and Syracuse went to ACC and all that. For a couple of years, I was like, man.
There's a word I want to say, but I can't because we're on air.
Yeah.
It's happy.
but it's.
I just saw their potential starting lineup, and I was just shaking my head. I was like, dude, let's go.
And let's not forget that we helped get that Australian recruit loving that place.
We did.
Got him coming in here soon.
Even though there was beer spilled all over, like right next to
I
him.
know.
Because
Some people just can't handle their beer.
I know you got to tell somebody covered Tony in beer. That's what it was.
Yeah, the same guy covered you in beer, spilled it all over the Australian guy. I mean,
right next to him.
some people can't handle it.
I didn't spill it. Somebody spilled
I
it
know
all
you
over
didn't.
me.
We know you didn't.
Oh, I was about to say, I didn't
That's
even
what
do
we
shit, man. I was like, I sat next to that guy. Like, we cheered together. He
Yeah.
looked at me and he was like, wow, these dudes are lifting this grown man up into the air like he's Simba. And I think we won him over. He was like, your fans are crazy. Well, I think we're crazy too. You know what I mean?
totally forgot that we put you.
Simba. And do you know what I saw on ESPN? They had some clip of some dudes doing it at like a Wisconsin game, and I was like,
Not nearly as cool as ours.
I was just sitting there. I was like, they probably saw us do it. They're probably freaking Creighton fans.
Alrighty. Well, I think it's time to get to the moment of truth, fellas. It's time to draft. Ding. All right. So what we are drafting is our Saturday morning cartoon. With Abby coming on, though, do we just want to change it to like Saturday morning cartoon / kids shows? I just want to keep it cartoons.
My thing is like, if it's your Saturday morning lineup, it can be
Yeah,
whatever.
That's
you
a
want.
better.
Saturday
Yeah,
morning lineup.
Saturday
It's like
morning lineup. We're going to draft our Saturday morning lineup.
Let's say
There
it
we
the whole
go.
damn time.
I thought you were saying cartoons. Okay. All right, so
We're on the same page,
MVD, you are starting us off with this one. What is your infamous number 1 draft pick?
Is this one?
No.
No?
Just kidding. Yes, it's on.
Can't hear you.
I was like, wait, that actually might screw with you. Yeah, it's on. Sorry.
Well, I think I'm going to have to just steal the possible GOAT and go with SpongeBob.
I knew it.
A good one.
I mean, he has too good of a Patrick voice not to pick SpongeBob. Alrighty, so you go with SpongeBob. I don't even think that one needs to be explained. I think you explained enough. GOAT. I think it's going to be the Family Guy of kid cartoons, where like it
Yeah.
just keeps going
Yeah.
because it's good.
I guess Simpsons would be a better.
Yeah.
That's been going on longer.
Yeah.
I'm
All right,
more of a Seth
Tony,
MacFarlane
you
guy.
are up. What is your first pick for your Saturday?
I'll still fail like Odd Parents.
Fairly Odd Parents. All right.
It was just like when you're a kid and you're watching that show, it just gives you so much chance to be imaginative of what you would be doing with your wishes. Why maybe you're a little bit upset with the world that you don't
Yeah.
have Fairly Odd Parents.
One thing I always, what you just said, notice was like whenever Timmy would make a wish, I'd be like, "Wow, I so would have just wished for this instead." Like I always caught myself doing that.
But come on, you got Dinkelberg.
Yeah.
You got dim down, owner dim down.
Fairies!
And it's like, it's like, dude, it was just a solid all arounder. Like,
Man, it was. Dude, I feel like it was kind of slept on too.
shout out DJ too, because like I don't know if I would have like it would
My
have
shiny
came to
teeth
mind.
in me.
Oh,
Chip
dude.
Skylark,
Icky
baby.
Vicky.
My shiny teeth in me. Dude, and them and Jimmy Neutron had the best
crossover. That was the
of
crossover
all
to start it.
time.
Neutron,
They had a
the
video
banger,
game.
All time.
The video game. Danny Phantom, SpongeBob,
Yeah.
Jimmy Neutron, and
Yeah.
Timmy. Forgot his name. Forgot his name.
All right, Adam, you are up. SpongeBob Fairly Odd Parents are off the board.
Yeah.
Which one are you going with?
It's gonna be. It's the reason why I wanted to go third in front of you and give you the 2 picks back to back because I knew it was gonna get picked. It's gonna be my Saturday morning. Always started off with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yep, I was really hoping that you would pick something else.
I'm surprised you left it up to me to go third or to go fourth and fifth.
My thing was, I thought, like, as much as I know me and you both love it, shout out, we are still big nerds of it. I still thought you might pick something else that I could swoop in and take.
No, dude. Like, that was
it
my
probably
Saturday
didn't help
morning.
that we literally just watched it today.
Yeah, that was my Saturday morning.
All right, so now that you took my first pick, I am going to take my second pick, and that's why I wasn't afraid to say it is Jimmy Neutron.
Solid.
But I am going to be a little particular. I either want it to be the Jimmy Neutron movie,
That was the first movie I ever saw in
Yeah.
theaters.
or I want it to be the episode where him and the is it Mindy, the blonde-haired girl?
Yep.
They get trapped on the island, and they make like houses and elevators, and then they get rescued by Carl and Sheen and all them. So it has to be one of those 2 episodes. Like as much as I love Jimmy Neutron, like those are my go-to episodes for him.
I like the
Shiny
pants
teeth
episode.
in me.
And then with my second pick, man, to be tilting on your second pick is not good. I'm gonna go with Teen Titans.
Piece of shit.
I thought that was a really, really good anime.
Wait, which one? The original?
No, he's talking about the Teen
one that was on
Titans,
Cartoon
like
Network.
The Teen Titans.
Yeah, like the original Teen.
Not
Not
none of
little-
that ghost shit.
Not
The
the
Go
new
ones, yeah, that's
shit.
what's
No,
called.
get out of here. No.
Did you ever watch the movie
No.
where they go to Japan?
No.
Not to go, like the actual.
No, I literally only watched the Cartoon Network.
No. Did you ever
Yeah,
watch
no,
it?
they had
No.
a movie where like.
Oh,
all
no,
those
I
guys
didn't watch
go,
that.
Yeah.
I thought
Ron Perlman as Slade. Oh, dude, he had Robin pressed, dude.
Yeah.
Like stressing out, fighting ghosts, man.
all right, so I go with Jimmy Neutron, Teen Titans. Adam, you're up with Yu-Gi-Oh! And
I'm gonna have to go with Pokemon.
nice.
I feel like that's like really
Arguably
those
best
were
intro
my,
song.
Yeah, like CW, like those. It was back to back. Those two right there.
I never got into, as we know with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Had a card game, but Pokemon as well. I didn't really get into
All it
it,
was the Game Boy games.
but I did. Yeah, I don't know if I didn't get into it because I didn't like it or because my mom just didn't buy me a Game Boy. But like, I did love the shows and the movies. I mean,
Also,
they were-
like the Nintendo 64 had Pokemon Stadium. This is another big staple.
yeah, my Nintendo 64 game that I remember is NBA Courtside.
Yeah, I
think
have
that was
NBA
64.
like Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
I also remember like
We know a little bit about college basketball courtside.
Yeah,
'Cause
we do.
freaking
We
sat
do.
it at the Xavier
Yeah,
Clayton game.
I was like, "There's a game called that." Alrighty, Tony, you are up. What are you going with?
Kids Next Door.
Oh wow, good pick.
Again, sitting there. What are you thinking about? You're watching this dude take a freaking chewed up stick of bubble gum, a 2x4, and a freaking umbrella
Who's your
with an
favorite
electric shaver and turn it into a laser gun. You're like, I can do this.
other than number one.
Number one wasn't my favorite.
Yeah, I say a lot of
Yeah.
people will just say,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
who's your favorite?
Long sleeve green sweatshirt girl. I had a crush.
Number three.
Three.
You're a number 4 guy.
Was it number
Orange,
4?
Orange hoodie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Orange is awesome.
Orange hoodie was my dude.
Clay is 100% a number 4 guy.
Yeah.
He's more like personality-wise like a number 2.
Yeah.
Like the actual guy number 2, but I knew number 4 was gonna
number
be
4 is my
he's
guy
a
because
loose cannon, dude. I
He's a
love
loose
him.
cannon, and there's one episode where he just doesn't stop eating candy, and
really?
I'm like, I can't. Oh yeah,
He's
I
badass.
can't.
Green is like 28 right now and looking like
I think
the foxiest woman alive.
I wish they would remake.
is number 5. Was she the red hat, blue shirt?
Yeah, I think so.
That was number 5. Okay,
I think
yeah.
that was number 5.
Dude,
Look, and she's
The
a
ice
weirdo.
cream,
She
too.
had the long sleeves and it went over her hand. She was a little freak.
That was the green. That was the number 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
alrighty,
yeah,
so
that's that one.
you got Fairly Odd Parents and Codename Kids Next Door.
I love that one, dude.
MVD, you got 2 picks here. Where are you going with?
Oh, I got 2? Damn. I feel like I'm getting another possible goat steal in Dragon Ball Z.
So I was gonna take them, but I was like,
How did I not pick that?
I didn't.
I just didn't
I was
think of
sitting
it.
here like I'm having.
I
fun with
hate
this. You guys, like, it was
You had
my
2
Saturday
picks.
I
night
hate
show
you.
That made my life for a long time on Toonami and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I just.
See, that's why I wasn't even thinking of it because it wasn't a Saturday morning. It was like a nighttime.
But again, it's like it's
you know,
definitely.
yeah,
It was on a Saturday morning, but then it was
just
on
not
at
for
6
me.
o'clock or 5:30
Yeah.
at weekdays.
That Toonami.
It
for
just
Friday.
wasn't.
I can't believe I didn't
wasn't
think
me.
of that. That's like I love you. DBZ is my shit. Like
That's
my favorite.
I literally left
Yeah.
it to someone. I was like, sometimes I feel like I shouldn't steal a pick if it's like somebody else's thing. But even though like I feel
I
like
can't
it would
believe I
be
didn't
on
think
my
of
list.
it. Listen, ladies and gentlemen,
I couldn't
we
believe it. I swear to God, I was sitting
we
here.
I got a
understand
little
this is
goat
a
teams
small
right here.
podcast. We understand that there only might be 5 people watching right now. But when these picks come, the pressure's on, and you just be forgetting shit. Because I didn't think of Dragon Ball Z till right now, and I think even Adam can contest like that. I like that more than any other cartoon of all time. Didn't even fucking think of it.
I can't
so,
believe it. I thought-
fuck you there. You
I
got-
like to think Yu-Gi-Oh's up there for you.
Oh,
I don't
it's
know
number
who-
2.
Yeah, I don't know which one you would pick. But
DBZ's number 1
DBZ.
because, and like what solidified it for me is I love the shows and everything like that. But when it came out with that Kakarot game, put it at number 1 for me 100%. Yu-Gi-Oh does that, maybe it'll switch. But DBZ's number 1 for me.
I
so.
really enjoyed Dueling Roses.
Oh yeah,
Roses,
dude.
I play
That's
that
one of the
game
first
all the
Yu-Gi-Oh
time.
games. Did you ever play the
That was
game
fire.
Forbidden Memories?
Oh, that game was so hard.
I know. Dude, I've been playing it on my phone. I hate it, but I love it so much. All right, like it's because like we'll have to talk about that after the show. Sorry. All right, you got one more pick for this round. You got DBZ, and then you got one more.
Oh, one more. Let's go with an old one. One that I used to watch all the time as a kid was Angry Beavers.
Love it.
Dude, that's a great one.
Angry what?
Angry
Angry
Beavers?
Is there a picture over there?
I thought you said Angry
No, right
Beavers,
here it is.
dude. I'm like, yo, what were you watching?
The Angry Beavers.
Right there.
Angry Beavers.
Oh, that show.
Yeah.
Oh, that show was awesome. There's a lot of shows. I'm not gonna lie.
Is there actually a pop in there? In that fridge?
I think I was like the early version of Cat Dog.
It was.
There's a lot of shows.
Alfred.
There's a lot of shows specifically at Nickelodeon that would be like Saturday morning style that I never knew the name of, but I always watched it when it was on. But like I wouldn't turn it on and it would run the intro. I'd turn on the episode had already started. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I just never learned. And that Angry Beavers was one of them. So
Dude, that was a great pick. That really was.
also, let's just all recognize that the adults making the name of that show understood what they were doing. Angry Beavers, come on.
Yeah.
So, Tony, it
Could have
goes
been a
back
case
to,
of like SpongeBob, how it was supposed to be for like a Adult Swim-esque
yeah.
thing. But
They didn't change any of the names. They just changed
Rocco's Modern
the
Life.
style of it. Tony, you got Fairly Odd Parents. You got Kid Named Kids Next Door. And you have...
Ed, and Eddie.
I hate this shit. I literally wrote down after my last pick, like, can't forget that one. And then you take it. So, all right. Ed.
I'm loving my lineup right now. I'm loving my Saturday morning with my Cinnamon Toast
This
Crunch.
has to be the most fun draft I think we've ever had. I'm not going to lie. Because, like, as much as I've been hating this, all my picks are getting stolen. And that's how you know it's a good draft. So, all right. So, you got Adam, you're up. Before you go, we got Derek, SpongeBob, Dragon Ball Z, and Angry Beavers. Tony, you got Fairly Odd Parents, Codename Kids Next Door, and just stole my Ed, and Eddie. Adam, you have Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, and...
I have a few of them that I want to go with. I don't want to steal one of your picks, so I guess I'm just going to have to go with Static Shock.
Static Shock, okay.
Oldie but a goodie.
Oh, dude. So many good life lessons in that one. One of the first shows that I remember
I'm
that
trying
just
to
tackled like racism as a whole. Of like, hey, don't do it.
Hey. Hey, you know racism? Well, don't do it.
Cut it out.
Cut it out. Full house.
I forgot about my favorite.
Okay, so
I'm-
see, you forget things, don't you? We can make a trade.
Does he pick before me?
No.
No? I know it is.
All right, so I got two picks to round out my
Atlas?
draft.
Is it Atlas?
What is it?
Atlas, does that ring a bell? Okay.
All
no,
right,
it's not.
so I'm gonna go first off with Samurai Jack.
Oh,
Yes!
oh,
What a
that's
theme
solid.
song.
I forgot all about
Yeah.
That
that.
song is heat.
Samurai Jack, and then
I nailed that.
I'm trying to think of going with the one that I think
Atlas is an
you
acronym.
were about to take and were saving for me, but I don't know.
Shit.
Is that it?
Yeah. If that's what you're saying, I'm going with Batman Beyond. That's the one I'm going to take. That's my favorite Batman. I'm going with Batman Future, as I said earlier.
I was gonna pick them, but I was like, no, I'm going with Static Shock. I get a Batman Beyond crossover. Like, I'll just take that.
See, that was my favorite Like, I think that's my hardest. The hardest thing for me right now to get into all these new Batman movies and stuff like that is because I never really, I guess, liked Batman. I only like this Batman. I don't know.
Future Batman.
Yeah, Future Batman was the only one I like. I think it had mostly to do with the suit, though.
He called him Black and Red Batman at first.
Yeah, dude, I can never remember the name of the
like
show.
2 weeks
Thank
ago.
you, Google, for reminding me of the name. So, all right, so I close it out. I have Jimmy Neutron, Teen Titans, Samurai Jack, and Batman Beyond.
I can dig it.
Adam, you got Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Static Shock, and...
I want to go with is the theme song, but I'm gonna have to go with Transformers.
nice.
Good one. That
Transformers, dude. That was like every morning before school.
Preschool, yes.
Dude, every morning before school.
we're gonna have to do another one of these drafts, so you guys.
Wait, how many?
I'm
are we
gonna have to
doing?
watch some
We're only doing
cartoons.
4.
We're only doing 4?
Do you want to do 5? You guys
Yeah,
want to do
let's
5?
do 5.
All right, we'll do
I feel
5.
like there's way too many.
Well, at first we did. Well, I was like, 4. Like,
Just forgot how much I was gonna remember.
yeah. So all right, we'll do 5. We'll do 5. All right.
Hate that I gave my pickup.
Tony.
Avatar.
Nice.
Oh, man, yeah.
Sleeper.
As soon as he said
Yeah.
Atlas, I didn't get what you were
Avatar: The
saying,
Last
but
Airbender.
that's arguably the,
ATL,
I just spelled it Avatar. I put T-E-R. instead of T. Avatar.
My son won't get off the couch. He's been watching Avatar all
He's
day.
been wa-
and Blue People. That was movies.
What?
I said the Blue People. That was movies.
All right. MVD, you got 2 picks.
well, since
I
he
think
took,
this will round out your draft.
yeah,
Yep.
since he picked the actual GOAT, one of my favorites still to this day is Hey Arnold.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
That is a
You know,
classic.
Dino Spumoni was a nickname of mine.
Was it really?
One of my
Tony Belmonte,
favorites.
Dino Spumoni. They're like, I don't.
One of my favorites in that is they're gonna push me down and call me a crybaby sissy girl. It's like nobody's ever did that. And then the next scene he gets pushed down, crybaby sissy girl. I told you. I told you. They're gonna think of it.
Stoop kid's afraid to leave his stoop. It's like ingrained in my head for the rest of my life.
All righty. Tony. Oh, wait. No, that was your
I got
Hey
one
Arnold.
more.
Yeah, you got one more.
I called for doing 5, and now
We're doing 5. Okay. Oh, damn. I thought
only
I
had
had
4.
there's so many. There's so many.
I know you're thinking the Backyardigans, but.
I'm just gonna go with Rocket Power.
What is wrong with you guys? I literally just think of cartoons in my head. And you're like, yeah, I will take
First
that.
ever draft trade, Tony Belmonte offers
Yeah.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That has to be one of the biggest steals because you took both of ours. Like,
Rocket
I literally was just sitting here. I'm like, I'm going Rocket Power.
That's like drafting Jokic in the second round.
Right there.
dog.
Damn it!
That's my Dragon Ball Z. I completely forgot. Like that, they would have been my number 1 pick. I swear to God.
Did you ever
Rocket
play the
was
video
like
game?
A Life is Me. The mountain boards that they had.
He has
wanted it
mind
so
reading
freaking
powers.
bad.
He's like, I can read your mind and know what you're about to say and what
Which
your
pick do I
favorite.
want?
Pegasus
Let's look at these fools
It's
first.
like Pegasus. Anyways,
I seen the Pegasus.
all right, Tony, you are picking your last cartoon after
So
Derek.
can I?
Derek
I guess
stole
that's
ours.
more of adult. So let's. I want to go. I love Rick and Morty. Like I just feel like it's the shit. But I won't pick that one. I'm
yeah.
gonna go. Wild Thornberry.
What is wrong with you guys? I hate all of you.
Nigel.
Smashing. Y'all keep stealing my picks.
Their movie was awesome.
Yeah. Orange cassette tape. man.
And who was the king of orange cassette tapes that they did a crossover with?
Rugrats.
The Rugrats is my next pick.
Damn all of you! What just happened? I literally got all of my picks taken. Literally, you went.
That wasn't even on my radar.
You went
until
Hey
Tony made
Arnold.
his pick.
You went Rocket Power. My next
Not
pick.
until the orange tape.
You went Wild Thornberries. Damn. Then you go the very next pick I was going to take. What is going on?
That was the equivalent of the Jokic tap pass that they.
Jesus. All right. Well,
Clay's loser pick.
yeah. Jesus, I don't even know what I want now. None of them. Oh, my God.
Bob the Builder.
I'm going with one super off the wall.
I thought Scooby Doo was a good option. I can give you a later.
Well, I'm going with one super off the wall that I have to pick because I literally sat here and watched all the picks I was about to take get fucking picked. So I'm going to go with, let me make sure, Back at the Barnyard.
A good one.
The cartoon off the movie, The Barnyard with the talking cow and all the farm animals and stuff.
I think that's After Us.
Yeah, it was. It was.
So
and it was
like
only
you might
on-
know the meme. It's like
I don't even know any of the references.
there's cows outside. We live on a farm. There's gonna be cows outside. You don't know that meme? No. Like my favorite was there's a crackhead outside. We live in Wilson. There's gonna be crackheads outside.
No,
Did you hear Charles Barkley tell him to go to Galveston? They don't deserve to go to Cancun.
Did you hear you guys steal all 5 of my fucking last picks?
Derek got 2 of them.
Yeah, literally. Like,
Rocket Power was.
literally from Avatar back to me, all my picks got stolen.
Look at Clay's hair. It makes him look like a Chad.
Because I'm mad. I'm mad. I just got all my shit stolen.
Turn your head to the right. Give him a silhouette. Look out the window over there. Chad. All right.
Well,
Can I throw out an honorable mention? Invader,
sure. Steal another one of my picks.
Invader Zim.
That was a good one. My honorable
What did
mention
you
was
say?
Invader Zim.
Danny Phantom.
So I almost went.
That's who I did the.
Yeah, so I almost picked Danny Phantom with my last pick, but I'm not going to lie. As much as I love that, I just remember watching that Back at the Barnyard all the time. Like Saturday mornings, every day after school. I'm going to tell you guys, I'll show you some
I do
pictures
like
of
that.
them afterward, and you'll remember the movie.
You got any pictures of Kim Possible?
Oh, in the movie, dude
That was a
stands up at
good
the
one.
end of it.
No,
He
no,
plays
you
"I'll
got
never
pictures
back" or "Won't back down."
Alrighty, well, I think
Cowboys
that is
and
going to be a
Arnold.
great draft in here. We got Derek's team, SpongeBob, Derek's team is basically my favorite of every fucking
And
day.
there's the only loser.
Yeah, pretty much I lost. I'm the only one that lost. Derek has SpongeBob, Dragon Ball Z, Angry Beavers, Hey Arnold, and Rocket Power. Fuck you. Tony has Wild Thornsberry, Fairly Odd Parents, Kid Named Kids Next Door, Ed, Ed, Eddie, and Avatar. Fuck you. Adam has Rugrats, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Static Shock, and Transformers. Fuck you. And Clay, me, has Jimmy Neutron, Teen Titans, Samurai Jack, Batman Beyond, Back at the Barnyard, and a fat-ass L. So I think
Derek has the most first round.
Yeah,
for
no,
sure.
Derek fucking won.
I feel like Hey Arnold could have been a first round. Rocket Power could have been.
Yeah,
I think it's
his team should have been the first 5 picks.
It could have,
yeah. I don't know. You did you got a good one in there.
I feel like that was...
But I think we learned today that we got to do another one of these drafts.
Yeah.
I'm fuck all you guys though.
Next time we can do like
we come back like
TV shows that our sisters watch.
No, I can have the first pick. I'll fuck it up, and you guys will take all the next ones I should have taken. Like that's what I'm so mad right now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, make sure they thank you, Abby and DJ, for coming on. Great interviews. Good luck this week as you guys are closing out your season and getting on to the tournament. That's where you're going. Make sure that you're staying in tune with our socials, our Instagram, our Twitter, our Facebook. We got some big news coming, some big events that we're about to announce coming. So make sure that you're going to be there. Remember to get your sugar wafers.
Can't afford them, steal them.
All right. And then make sure, again, be a good person, be a friend, tell a friend, make sure that you are hugging your loved ones, letting them know that you love them, and just being a good pal, being a good person, all right? So that is going to be it from us here at the Ride the Wave show. Clay's turning it into a just be a good person. Be a good person, damn it, all right?
After something, be the good person. Just get out there and be a good person.
Be a good person, all right?
My favorite is after the can't afford it.
Yeah, be a good person. That's all I got. Love you guys. Peace out, Girl Scouts.